also thinking about
Penis.
making a druid?
Is the penis game still a thing in high school?
No.
I think the
I mean, it's
general
very
level
much
shame-
still a thing if you want it to be a thing.
It's like
What game?
the penis game.
Okay,
Penis game.
okay, so basically you start off by saying penis very quietly, and then you have
Yeah.
to ramp up the loudness.
See,
And then the first person to get weird looks or to get thrown out loses.
the
No,
problem,
it's just you just get louder and louder until somebody just doesn't want to do it anymore because they're making an ass of themselves.
but the problem with that is we live in the age of Vine, where like the level of shame people have is getting smaller and smaller. So it's like I'm gonna go in public and shout penis. Like, yeah, that's par for the course now.
Tough boy.
I don't know. I mean, when I was in high school too, it
Yeah.
was still like every lunch you'd hear somebody going penis.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do, like historic Japanese forest and just record comedy skits in front of freshly.
Oh god.
Okay, can we not bring
Let's say
up
penis.
that dumb...
You see the new stupid thing? Yeah,
Oh boy.
that was some poor decision making on that person's part.
Not the first time.
Did not think that one through.
Well,
The glorious of a loss.
he not smart.
I keep thinking that he and his brother are the same person. I keep forgetting there's two of them.
I mean, Mom always says stupid is
What
and
is
stupid
he,
does.
Levi's brother?
There's Jake Paul and then there's Logan Paul, and they basically do the same stuff and they look the same and they have the same controversies. So it's like, are they? They're basically the same person at this point. It doesn't matter.
You're not wrong.
Oh look, I'm on stream too. Hey everybody.
Where did the
Wait, the cameras are rolling?
Mm-hmm.
I was not told this.
I literally
You
did a
did not
countdown
have
for
my
the first
permission
time
to
in
the
like
camera.
52 episodes of any of these streams.
Oh.
Oh, that's a tough boy.
What?
Oh, is Tough Boy like not on like a Chrome that doesn't work or something?
What?
I don't know. Like video.
What are you
chat
guys talking? Oh.
If that's what you were talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, don't get our hopes up.
What? I okay.
Or get our hopes up.
I literally jumped in this conversation. I just heard my
So yeah.
my
Welcome
brain is going in and out.
back.
Shutting down.
Christmas and the new year as we come to the very first D&D stream of 2018, joining the Guardians once again. This tower, who is still mysteriously vanished, and we have the rest of the gang all here though on our new scheduled day, Wednesday at 7:30, and without further ado, does anyone remember what
God.
happened last year?
We were playing to the late hour of 8, right?
Playing to the late hour of 10, right?
Basically.
Hey, I have... It's a week.
Yeah, it's a weekday. Just means we're gonna have all the fun condensed, so it's gonna be more fun every second.
So,
Who wants to give a rundown?
Don't look at me. I don't know what happened.
How come?
Like I don't know. I don't know what happened last week or the week before that or the week before that or the...
We need a big rundown.
Oh God, yeah.
Does anyone remember what happened since you all? I guess what was the last time you were here? Felgalos?
There was a dragon on the road, and then there were giants in a camp,
Let me get my
and
song.
that brings us to this week
Oh yeah, you were there for
on Storm King's Thunder.
He was there
for one.
I killed some giants and an ogre, and then I disappeared again.
Hey, you're mostly there. You didn't miss much.
Oh, that's right. You had to leave early though.
Yeah, I had to leave early.
Right.
We don't all leap at the chance at the same time.
Does Bater or Nick want to do it?
no.
Jesus.
There you go.
Not on your fucking life.
Fuck that shit.
I mean, I can do it. I want to give everyone an equal chance.
Okay. First of all, they don't want the chance.
I know. I just don't want. Okay.
Take us away.
So last time on the Guardians, where did we start? The loyal leader of the Guardians Tower made his departure from the group early in the morning. He was apparently guided by some sort of mysterious divine figure that only Jason saw as being the only one awake. His departure wounded the party, creating a vacuum of leadership that was left to Poff to fill, but he's not too keen to do so. But regardless, their journey across Faerun continues, as the Giants remain a threat to its inhabitants. The Giants trailed behind the Steel Legion, their new allies in the war against the Giants, to the city of Everlund. But along the way, a rising smokestack it caught them off guard, and it slowed their travel, bringing them to the scene of a burning inn, the very inn that they had stayed in the night before. Apparently, a lone fire giant was the culprit, having chased a band of fleeing trolls down from the northern bog. And in her warpath was the inn, and those who were unlucky enough to stand in her way. She wielded fiery magic that just seemed to destroy everything in its path, leaving only a pair of lucky trolls as the survivors. That, and our acquaintance, Tamerlane. Without a home to call her own anymore, the Guardians invited Tamerlane to join their travel to Everlund, where she would find safety within their massive stone walls that Poff loves so much. The journey went on without too much trouble, save for a quick stop at, I want to say, Alliston's Hold, like a swamp village, in which Krika and Bodhi had a surprisingly harrowing adventure in search of luminescent insects to sate Krika's little narcotic needs. Poff and Tamerlane shared a night of tenderness to ease their minds of their respective losses, and Jason gathered the gazes of every man and woman within a mile vicinity just by removing his shirt, revealing a certain envious bard his natural charms. Shortly after they arrived in Everlund, Poff split off from the group to help find Tamerlane a home, which took a little longer than some people liked, while the others sought residence within one of the taverns. And then later in the day, once all was said and done, they reconvened, and the Guardians planned their next course of action. They would travel north through Silvery Moon up to Zamorvan Hall, where supposedly the very name of their Tribor acquaintance Urgula was said to fetch them a mighty giant-slaying greatsword. From there, the Guardians would move south through the Evermoors, seeking out the mysterious giant with her magic and slay her, before moving on to the rest of their questing to slay giants. But all that would be in good time. For now, the Guardians have since split themselves off into two parties. Poff, Jason, and Doc found their way to a place called Danavar's house. It's like an establishment of wealth and possible secrecy to deliver a message from Lord Protector of Tribor, Deratha, to her fellow Harper or a Harper associate. The delivery came with a desire to meet with the group as soon as possible, possibly another quest. While Poff and Doc were hanging out in Danavar's house, Jason left to seek information, as did Krika and Bodhi in their own group. They are looking around to find some sort of information about this place that the deceased giant who Krika had interrogated with his Speak with Dead spell, to find a place called River Mound. It doesn't seem like it's the name of an actual location, but considering they're giants, it might be more descriptive in nature. Though there aren't too many leads to go off of, Krika and Bodhi routed themselves in the direction of the Steel Legion, who are meant to meet the Guardians here in Everlund. Perhaps they'll have more information. And that is where we left off.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get to rhyme this time. Were you there for that, John?
Oh yes, the Christmas song.
Yeah.
You should have got level 11 at this point.
I know, right?
Yeah, maybe that'll be what it is. Like, oh yeah, every recap.
You already have inspiration? Just take a level.
Yep.
Take a level.
I do have inspiration, though, so I get giftable inspiration.
Indeed you do.
Alright, I'll keep Doc alive, baby.
Wait, what? I'm always alive. You can't kill Doc. Famous last words.
Lost but not forgotten.
Ripperoni.
Okay. Indeed, we do rejoin the Guardians now, I believe, in the early hours of night.
Tribor. Everland. Oh, I imagine, man. I just realized how many maps you have to keep up as a DM. Boy, howdy.
Oh, how did I get here?
That's why you archive the ones you don't need.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I got finished making like 3 side quests worth of maps and 6 random encounters now, so that's gonna be.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, 1 second. Use the restroom.
Okay. Just another quick recap for our doc. You and I are in a big fancy place. I think Jason just came back, and I think we're cutting to Krika and Bodhi as they're looking for the Steel Legion, those hobgoblins who helped us against the giants.
Yeah.
Getting some information.
Krika's a little bit inebriated at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get high?
Maybe. And, leading Bodhi towards like a large fort type area that we saw the Steel Legion at before.
Steel Legion.
I don't remember if we actually saw them here before, but we saw them in town when we were entering, and we just assumed they'd probably be over here.
Yeah. Steel Legion.
Sometimes you got to poop.
Sometimes. Surprised he's not waiting 3 weeks first. That just seems abnormal.
Well, it's not his normal night, you know. Wasn't it used to be his pooping night? He's gonna redo his schedule.
You seatbelt yourself onto the toilet, just buckle in for the night.
Put a helmet on just in case.
Just in case.
Weird.
Listen, man, you always gotta wear your seatbelt. You never know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
He's gonna experience turbulence.
Indeed, we are cutting over to Krika and Bodhi, who were told by a helpful Everlund guard that the Steel Legion were stationed over at the barracks in town.
Steel Legion
is indeed over yonder. So let's go ahead and go to them now.
Take any normal looking people with us.
No, you did not.
Blending. Hide in plain sight.
Bodhi's got charisma.
Yeah, but it's fisherman charisma. It's not normal human charisma.
It's full of protein.
Yep. Just making my way to what looks like the front gate or front door to this area, wherever it may be.
That's where the front gate is.
Yes, front gate is right there-ish, essentially. Oh wait, haha.
Hang down the GM there. All right.
Thought for sure he was gonna say it was right here.
Oh, that's
Yeah, just in the water.
Yeah, you gotta
Bodhi can swim around real quick.
Yep, you gotta go through the water in order to get in. Yeah, you can hear, people going about the end of their day and things like that. And there are some guards posted all along the walls surrounding this point, and also the front gate of the barracks/fort area.
We are looking for the one called Shaka. Find one. We must find him.
Okay, I go through the gate, unless I'm stopped.
Yeah, the guards definitely do move in front of you. What business do you have here?
We are here to see your leader Shaka. We have business to discuss with him.
There is no leader Shaka here.
Of the Steel Legion.
The Steel Legion?
Oh. Alright, wait here, I'll pass along the message. Who might you be exactly?
Oh, I am Bodhi, and this is Krika. We help the Steel Legion repel against the giant invaders.
Right. Percy, keep an eye on these two. I'll go tell this Shaka about Bodhi and Krika.
Tell them we're from the Guardians.
Oh, yeah.
They seem like nice fellows.
Percy.
I eye up the guy that is left to watch us. Do they look like shoddy, or is he like adorned with gold and diamonds?
Percy looks like he's very fresh-faced and kind of. He looks like he might be, green as grass, but he seems to have a sort of seriousness about the way that he moves towards you that says maybe he's seen actual combat, but he looks like he hasn't. It's kind of unsettling.
Look at you, a level 2 character.
With his mighty flaming sword.
No.
A small inheritance
As
of
Percy
flaming sword and +3 adamantine.
Strolls up to you two. So, are you two soldiers or adventurers or something?
Yes, we are part of the guild, the Guardians.
The Guardians, the ones at Tribal.
Yes, it's the very same.
Well, I have to say, it's a pleasure to have to keep an eye on you. I have to kind of keep my my wits about me in this place. So many giant attacks and things of that going on lately. How is it you all do it? They're just so massive and imposing. I mean, I've seen men run in terror from them, but you all charge straight to them.
Well, if we won't, who will? Like you said, there are men who run, but we must fight. There are some who are not made for the battle, but we are.
Do you find yourself caring about the people who aren't your own, Lizard Man?
What do you mean?
Well,
me show
it's been my experience that lizard folk keep to themselves, don't particularly care about anyone else. So I can't imagine your friend there is too noble, are you? Doing things to help others?
Oh yes, he is very noble. You should see how he fights. Very vicious, and the spirits. You should see the spirits when they are angry.
A growl of like, oh yes, indeed, well said.
Yep.
Do you have an insight check?
Huh. Well, viciousness, I can believe, without much doubt. Jesus. Well, I hope you all are finding Everland to be as pleasant as I do. It's certainly a nice place. As Percy
Yes.
kind of looks over his shoulder, now like looking for his superior and Shaka.
Looking over for or looking at?
Looking over for.
Okay. Well, we are not familiar with this part of the land. What is with this lizard folk type deal? Wherever we went, no one questioned where Kreka went. But now, the gate, they question Kreka.
Well, there are tribes who don't take too kindly to Everland and its farms being so close to the Evermoors. So
Oh,
they will
I see.
attack them and run them out of their homes and burn their fields and take their crops. It's a less than pleasant coexistence.
But certainly no wards wage, no?
No. Their infighting seems to be usually too much for something like that. Nothing unifying them, thankfully.
I hope so. Kreka seems nice.
Second time I've met a more civilized lizard folk, one that leaves the tribe for the big city, as it were.
We all war under the name of one or another.
Well, it's a good thing you're fighting on the right side then. As he says that, you can see the imposing figure of Shaka come around the wall. Oh! Ah, yes! Ah, these are the gentlemen that were with me. Ah, come, come. What is it you need?
We have something to talk about, and I'm not sure if it's meant for prying ears.
Fine enough. Follow me to the north side of the barracks. We have our own place there. And as Shaka leads you up, to this part of this enclosure, you notice there are significantly more hobgoblins, basically around this last barracks building, that seem to be either in the midst of unpacking or packing. It's kind of hard to tell which. But they seem to be moving supplies onto and off of carts and gathering up gear and things like that. So, yeah, come to my commander's tent. Let's take a seat. So, what is it I can do for you two? What do you need?
We were wondering about this place. Well, we're not actually sure if it's place, but have you heard of the Shambling Mound?
The Shambling Mound.
River Mound.
River Mound, yes.
River Mound. No, I can't say that I have. What exactly is this River Mound? Is it some sort of creature?
Well, we believe that the fire giant that we have encountered before, that has ravaged the village that we were once staying in, has some sort of connection to it.
And the Hill Giants. It is where their leader resided.
The leader of the Hill Giants reside at the River Mound. Did they say which river?
No. It is their name for it. But they are simple. Do you know where these giants came from? South of that trail. Or the east.
Well, let's see. As he unfurls his map of the world.
Oh, I'm glad he censored his too.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't he?
All those naughty names.
Well, in terms of the first attack being at Golden Fields, the closest river with any real mounds would be the Desserin. So, presumably, maybe in the Thumber Hills, maybe even the Desserin Hills, depending on how far down south they wanted to go.
And they attacked from the north. In this place, as I stick my finger way off course.
Did they attack from the north? Not according to any reports, but Golden Fields was surrounded, so that was a different situation. And then from there, they were harried up the Desserin Road, but it was those forces that attacked at Golden Fields that gave chase. So they could have come from the Somber Hills, or maybe even the Forlorn Hills.
What?
Quite the area we must cover.
The valley is expansive.
What of this hill and river? Once again, I just press my finger way off course.
Sword Mountains?
No. The hill. And I click up here.
He clicks.
Click it. My talon.
You hear Shaka kind of take a deep breath through his nose. You intoxicated, soldier. Had too much to drink.
I'm opening myself to the spirits of this place.
You're opening
And
yourself
my
into the
vision
spirits.
is off.
And so I try to focus harder and just like drag my finger across the paper down here, like leaving a scar in the map.
Jesus, these are really hard.
Yeah. This hill. What is there?
Just off to between Amphale and Red Lodge. I want to say if there is a hill giant commune there or some sort of rudimentary town, I would think they'd make their presence known on the long road, but there's been no reports of attacks there.
So you believe in the north? In these hills?
It's like click a little bit off, but close enough.
That would be my best guess. Either them or the Desserin, but that'd be a long walk for hill giants.
Do you have any word of the one that ran? Was it followed? You know where it went.
Who is he speaking to?
To me, it's shocking.
Yeah,
Oh.
Shaka.
I sent one of the few men that I had that could handle such a pursuit after him. He said he felled that ogre with his javelins, not maybe an hour or two after. He said he was just running south.
Good.
Yeah, because you guys were like on here, like the Dunder Pass, like he was just running down the pass, is what he explains.
Weren't we like up here?
I don't know, basically.
Because we were only like a day out from the inn.
Yeah, because you rode. Yeah, you just rode from the Calling Horns to the conflict, which was basically at that river. More or less.
Yeah.
It could also be these river mounds. Oh,
So many mounds with a starman on.
A long way for them to go just for food when there's like plenty of towns up here and shit that they could have gone to.
it is, but it is well known that Golden Fields is basically the breadbasket of the valley. It is the food capital, essentially.
Was that the only tactical, like, value that Golden Fields had? Or just wheat? It's just food?
A really high tactical value to have. Considering, you know, if you're going to siege a castle, Fishman, food is a really important thing to have.
And this place on the river, one of your human towns, falls. What is it?
As I sort of try to, I just make a big circle around this area. No, my aim's a little off.
Barge right in. And, that'd be based on your circling, yeah, talking about Wamford.
I saw nothing of them coming.
No, there was no early warning given from Wamford. Barge right in is just an inn on top of a hillside. A walled one, a rather big one, but nothing too significant, no real show of force there. But Wamford, rather small village, just north of Golden Fields. Nothing too particularly important about it, beside the granaries. No, neither town saw nor heard the giants go into Golden Fields. I presume they went along the east side of the river, maybe. So perhaps the Forlorn Hills are where you're looking.
Possibly. Is there anything else? Other news of giants?
I've gotten word from the Smoke Legion. There has not been any further attacks in towns, in any kingdoms assaulted by giants. The Vale is quiet. The marchers have not heard from the Frost Giants, and nothing else happens in the Desert Kingdom.
So where shall we start?
We must find the others. And if we travel there, we must check these hills. The somber is the best bet. And once we're close, I can ask the spirits of the ones we seek.
Okay.
We leave, and one.
As I get up.
Well, I hope I could have been of some assistance, like you all were for me. The Steel Legion will be moving out of Everland within a week or two after we get reinforcements. We'll be shoring up the towns of the valley to keep them safe. I wish you the best of luck on your travels.
As to you.
May the spirits guide you.
Thank you for your time, Shaka.
Lukyak Numbiet. War blessing. This shotgun opens up the flap of the tent so you all can leave.
Start walking on it.
As they leave Shaka, we cut back to Jason, Duck, and Puff. What are y'all up to?
Pop's just waiting at the door. He's still trying to get a feel of the room, but he's kind of feeling like this is not the audience to ask about a place called River Mound that came from the mouth of a dead giant. Ugh.
Connection?
Doc, I think we should bounce.
What? Oh no, I don't bounce anymore. That was in my younger years.
Okay. Jason, I think we should bounce.
Doc, he thinks we should leave.
Oh, why did he say so? Using this new vernacular of his.
All right.
Where are we going to go?
We're going to go look for Krika and Bodhi. The guy over there, and I thumb my tiny thumb over towards Drawl, the one-eyed orc bartender. How's he look again? Give me another description.
He looks like he has, what's that kind of hair? Like where you're bald on top, but you have a bunch of hair like all around the side of your head?
Oh, he's got a friend tuck.
Balding?
Yeah, Friar Tuck.
And,
Paula Dean?
Balding. You said balding.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what's it called?
Friar
Friar
tuck.
Tuck.
Okay, Friar Tuck, okay. Yeah, and it is of gray color. He has one eye with a long scar on the side of his face from where that eye is missing, and he looks relatively old for an half orc, but it looks like he could probably put up a good fight still. Probably upper middle age, maybe in his 50s.
Okay. Yeah, we, you saw Doc, right? Yeah, I kind of handed him the thing that Doratha gave us to give to him, and he wants an audience with us, so gotta go find the other two.
Wait, that orc. Oh, we need to go. Oh, that's fine. We could go find Tower too. Where did he go again?
He's coming back.
Oh,
He's gone for a while.
Oh, he's on vacation. That's good for him.
Sure. Let's go, guys. As I just kind of rush past him, trying to avoid that that conversation. Don't want to have that one.
Oh, this is a different road here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head out and.
Jason, come on! Don't lollygag.
Where could we find them?
As Kraken and Booty are leaving the leaving the fort.
Doc just flies away. Oh, there he is.
Oh, why'd I go over there? Oh!
Oh god, we're in a big city, aren't we?
You are. The
Okay.
streets are relatively clear considering it's starting to get darker and darker, but it is, it is a big city. There's still people out.
Oh gosh.
Cars going
Okay. Thinking. You know what? It's gonna be hard to find them. I mean, they could be anywhere.
Oh,
So I'm just
no, it's easy to find them. Excuse me, miss, have you seen a lizard man?
What? No.
You know, like, with a tail? No?
She just
Okay.
puts up, like, a
Excuse
hand
me,
to the
sir.
side of her face.
Sir, have you seen a lizard man? He has a tail and teeth.
Puff just.
Don't bother me, old culture.
Oh, excuse me, little boy. Have you seen a lizard? He's got teeth and a long tail.
As Doc is just going on
Silver.
asking. Doc's going on asking all these people. Pop's gonna kiss his fingers, click them, and then kind of throw his hand to the sky. As high as he can, he's gonna make this giant symbol of the Guardians with an arrow pointing down as I cast Major Image.
Oh shit.
So people can see that shit.
Does it create light?
No, but I can make it really colorful.
Oh, look at that. How'd you do that?
Well, you just use a little bit of magic. You can create illusions, can't you?
Oh, watch. Wait, I've got this. Watch this.
Oh, no. Oh my god.
And I just, like, raise my hand up and go,
Sir, we're gonna need you to stop throwing fire into the air, sir.
oh! Wait, who are
Fall
you?
down and burn down the houses and just everybody dies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's old. He's trying to get a hold of his magic. It's okay. Just
Oh,
listen.
I'm sorry. I'm very old and trying to get a hold of my magic.
I heard that happened the first time.
Oh, no, sir. Sir, he is a gnome. You see, it's a common misunderstanding.
I'm so sorry.
They're skinnier. They're skinnier, you see.
I'm gonna walk up and take his hand.
Look at those abs.
We're between lamps. I couldn't quite see him. I just assumed on the height. Apologies, sir, but you're going to need to stop with the fire magic.
Oh, it's... have you seen a lizard man?
I've seen plenty of lizard men, killed plenty of lizard men. What do you want?
We're looking for a friend.
Your friend?
He's a good lizard man. Yeah, he's a good lizard man. He only eats like bad people.
Well, I can't say that I've seen anyone haven't left my post.
Oh, you're a good soldier. Good for you.
That's what I'm here for.
Puff, I'll just go look around. I know where you're
Oh
at.
no,
You've got
Doc!
the-
You just...
Kraken and
What?
Bodhi, you can easily see the combination of both firebolts and major image up to the north. Quite bright and loud and etc.
Gregor, I think that's Doc's doing.
They're calling for us.
Let's go.
Doc, just come back here. The whole point of this is that we get to stay where we are.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Just like sigh and turn back to Jason.
You see-
like, this guy sometimes.
You see, Puff, the trick is, so you let all those around you think that you're old and senile, but really, you get all the information you need.
Okay.
And
You think if I
what
was a-
information did you get, Doc?
Well, I was able to fire firebolts in the middle of a giant city. I mean, if you're not old and senile, people throw you in the cell for that.
He has a point.
Well, if you act old and senile, you can shoplift all you want. Just act confused.
If an old man got it away from you, it really wasn't yours to begin with.
Not wrong.
So yeah, I'm just gonna keep Doc, kind of keep him by his robe, keep him close, stay next to Jason, and just wait for a little while.
Start heading down the street or up the street, rather. See them way across the wave.
Both, look.
Oh, look at that! See, it works, Doc.
Told you, fire bolts all the time.
Sure, please don't do that again. You might hurt someone.
Okay, next time I'll do a chill touch.
We'll just put a pin in that.
That would
So, did you guys get what you need? Find out where Rearmount is?
Relatively, we isolated the location. We believe that it is at the Slumber Hills.
Slumber Hills.
Slumber.
Oh, okay. Oh. Huh. Feels a little weird then. We just almost walked away from that direction.
Do I know anything about the Slumber Hills?
Yeah. I mean, you know that they are hills. You know where they are in the world. You know that. I don't know. What is it you're trying to figure out that you know?
I don't know, like, is there any, like, old stories about them, or, like, reasons why we would, like, things we might know to walk into, like, maybe there's an ancient dragon that lives there, or an evil troll, or maybe a Medusa.
The Slumber Hills, not particularly, not for those kinds of things. The big thing for them were the old quarries that were there. Lots and lots of diverse stone and metal were harvested from the Slumber Hills, which built a lot of rich families in the early days of Faerun, and to this day, still really good hunting in terms of the surrounding area and the hills themselves. You know that there are a couple private hunting lodges and keeps owned by the wealthy, mostly Waterhavians, and some retired adventurers. Will keep those kind of places in the Slumber Hills as kind of like a way away from home, you know, the house in the woods kind of thing. Other than that, all that really goes on there these days is just people getting building stone from a couple remaining mines. But nothing else really.
I will relay all of that to my party.
Dog, where's this information coming from?
You know, I mean, when you're a learned man such as myself and spent many years in university, you tend to pick up on a few things, especially when you rub elbows with those that are a little bit more noble in society.
Oh, well, I can't argue that. Well, that's good. All right then.
No one has reported anything.
No further giant attacks, no people being hurt.
No.
Oh, that's a
No
relief.
signs of their coming or going.
Huh. Well, that puts me at ease a bit. Well, fortunately to say, the day's not quite over yet. Duratha, you remember her from Tribor? She joined us in the fight. She gave us a talisman, a badge rather, to deliver to someone here in town, and I saw fit to do that. Thought it was done, not quite done. The person I delivered it to wants an audience, so I'd like it if y'all followed us to Danavar's house.
Oh yes, he has a lovely, lovely haircut. You must see it, Criker.
I'm just gonna start ushering him over. Gonna click my fingers and take out my, or disperse my illusion.
I was just hoping you were just gonna have it follow you around. I don't know if you can move it.
Yeah, I can move it.
Like when he times it and he clicks it just right, I'm gonna make his hair like whip back, look all like dramatic and shit.
Whoa.
You always must remember to have a bit of flair, Puff.
Right. Oh, okay. And just gonna head into Danavar's house right over here. Leading everyone in. Especially leading with Krika, because he seems a little debilitated.
Only slightly.
As you all begin to file into the Danavar house, you can see the proprietor standing now with also an attendant. Welcome back. I see this is. So you've gathered your comrades then. Steve, go ahead and hold down the place. I need to have a conversation with these young adventurers.
See that, Paul? If you called me young.
Everyone be on your guard.
I'm into the back room.
Hey.
There's,
He said, "Be on my guard."
There he is. Doc's back, baby.
and we need any mage armor.
Oh, that's just.
No, it was the chili. It keeps me warm. You see, when you get, to my age, you don't quite regulate the heat all that well.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it does, but it does.
It does.
It does.
Also helps me keep my bladder in check.
Anyway, let's follow him.
Sure it does. And he opens up the back door, and you can smell what smells like really fine, like tobacco or like cigar smoke, kind of just hanging in the air. And it looks kind of like you're basically like in like a really upper class kind of smoking room of where the even more affluent visitors of the Danavar house get to partake in more private and discreet conversation.
Oh.
Come, please. I've gathered some extra chairs. Too many, it looks like. I heard of your deeds in Tribal. I figured there must have been a number of you, but guess not.
We're efficient is what it is.
I put like a little salute. Gee.
Take a chair.
I have some documentation here from the Harpers. And you have that badge.
Oh, yeah, it's, there it is, and I pull it out.
No, thank you. As he, kind of turns it over in his hand and kind of thumbs the 3 bores on it. And knocks it up. Okay. Well, I see. And he collects the papers he was fussing with and kind of pulls them into a nice stack and then reaches past them. He's kind of like, this stuff was on like a sort of, like a small bar or like a mini bar of sorts for, people back here smoking and drinking. And grabs a bottle off of the second highest shelf or so. Nice silver platinum sheen to it. And brings up some glasses as well. Well, let us drink to this as we discuss business, if you don't mind. I'd like to treat you all. You all have done quite nicely, doing good work for the Harpers, and getting in contact with me for Doratha, as he begins to pour you all glasses. You can immediately recognize off this, what he's pouring right now is some very, very, very high-class elven wine.
Oh my god!
Well, it's just one part of the reward for you all. There is also some gold, or more aptly platinum, I need to get for you. But first, I want to discuss what exactly took place in Tribal.
Brody drinks his wine like mead.
He
Just gulps
chugs
it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Doesn't know what class is. Alcohol's alcohol.
Yeah, Drawl kind of eyes you as you do this, like, oh, okay. Well, you can help yourself as he points a hand over to the bottle.
Brody pours his glass full.
Takes it, okay, packs it with tobacco. Oh, okay. Yeah, so
This is wonderful.
you see
I've never
the
tasted stuff like
Droll
this.
basically has what looks like a kind of fashioned clipboard and quill ink. So what exactly transpired in Tribal?
Are there any instruments in the room?
Instruments. There is a
Piano?
upright piano.
Oh, I could tell you what happened, but I don't think I think you didn't catch the name before. It was Puff McBuck. I'm a musician, and I prefer to sing my tales than tell them. If you wouldn't mind, and I motion over towards the piano.
By all means, as long as I can follow the events.
Oh, sure. And I just hop off my chair and I walk over to the piano, sit down at the bench, kind of familiarize myself with the ivories, tickle them a little bit. All right. Ugh. Bold as from the sky, the fighting has begun. The orcs are raiding, fires burning, tribal surely done. Giants arrived exactly as they planned, tearing earth and boring burrows deep into the land. Now is the time to draw your arms and fight. Now is the time to roar with all your might. Beat back the dark, the light will shine again. Stand by our side, the Guardians will win. Arrows split the air, the battle has begun. The monsters fall to ashes as the cavalry has come. Giants confused, how did we know their schemes? The 12 of tribal make a nightmare out of giant dreams. Now is the hour to push against the wall. Now is the hour to watch the giants fall. Beat back the dark, the light will shine again. Stand by our side, the Guardians will win. Fire in the sky, the climax has begun. All the orcs are slain, we have the giants overrun. Giants afraid, how could they be outdone? They tuck their tails between their legs and turn away to run. Now is the day to raise your sword and cheer. Now is the day to say you showed no fear. You beat back the dark, stand in the shining sun. Stand by our side, the Guardians have won. And I trill the piano a little bit.
No,
Did I finish?
actually, you don't, Bodhi,
I don't? Oh.
I don't.
because you are no longer in the room.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, where'd Bodie go?
Did he leave? Can I roll a piano check? I got one.
Did I go into the dream realm?
Yeah.
Paper repeat.
No, you don't go into the dream realm. Actually, now that I know how to do this,
Oh boy.
So when Bodhi gets up, he's like, "Yes, let me also spin you a tale."
And then I pull out my electric guitar.
Tell me what I want, what I really want.
I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair,
Jesus.
oh my god.
shaking my fin.
No.
That's a really funny image.
I'm addicted to you because I know that you're.
Why are you like this?
I have one. I had to make another one.
Yeah.
That is a good question.
They went high definition this time around.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Thank you.
I didn't want to interrupt with Bodhi's
Bodhi.
sudden disappearance.
Bodhi suddenly dying.
As Bodhi,
Do I get
you-
visited by Fish God?
No.
Soup chamber?
No.
Oh.
Bodhi, there we go.
I will remember you.
He's gotta play with his new toys.
Mhm.
That is where you are. But can you see yourself?
I can see myself, I can't see anything else.
Damn,
That's
that's a good
probably
piano
because I
check.
don't have dark vision.
Do you normally have dark
Yep.
vision?
No,
No.
people that live underwater can't see in the dark.
Yep, but I can
Unless
adapt
you get a
to-
feed, apparently.
Yeah,
So-
unless it's darkness endued by lack of light underwater.
It's the only way it works.
It's the only way it works.
Well, you are not
Only
underwater.
way.
As you feel yourself land essentially like on wood in complete darkness.
Oof.
Actually, not entirely complete darkness. You can see sort of like a soft blue ring around you.
Oh.
Is it like an instant transmission? Or... I just noticed I'm gone.
You just see a clown laughing at you.
What?
Yeah. Tell
I don't like that.
We all float down here.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that was a marvelous performance, but I think I've gotten everything I need.
Wait, do we notice that Bodhi's gone?
I hope so.
Oh, where the hell is Bodhi? Off!
Did he just drink and leave? That's so rude.
No, he
Not like
just
him.
disappeared.
Oh.
Yes, you should probably join your friend. Please.
What do you mean join? What do you mean join?
Yeah, what did you mean join? And I carefully hold my drink in my hand, and I start drinking some of it.
You start drinking some of it?
Yeah.
I don't.
As I'm eyeing him suspiciously.
Well,
Oh, shit. Damn it!
your friend has been transported to, well, a more important place.
I sniff the wine.
I would advise you to join him as well by drinking your wine.
Can I insight check this guy to see he's legit, or am I not there anymore?
Yeah, you can give me an insight check.
I'm gonna look him up and down.
Tell us without your foolish words, or I will tear out your throat.
As I say, sort of like half-heartedly as I smoke my pipe.
Listen, bro. I don't have time for your games. You're ruining my chill here, man.
I suggest you listen to the crocodile.
Oh.
Okay. Gonna, but alright. I'll take the spell slot. Give me.
No.
Well, your friends are meeting with, well, a member of the Harper's leadership. He has requested a meeting with you all, so there you are, and there you're going.
Well, I mean, like, why could he meet us here? Is this place not safe or something?
He's not too inclined to leave his tower these days. But
Oh.
I'm sure you'll get acquainted soon enough. Looks like your other friend is gone as well. And let me
Can I get a cheeky insight check just to see if he's actually sitting there going, poor fuckers.
Yeah, go ahead. Man, you can.
3 and a 1.
Fail.
His hair looks green, or maybe that's his skin that's green. I don't know. It's kind of all over the place. But as best you can tell, his tone of voice, since your ears still work, thankfully, his tone of voice definitely says, you know, he's very, very, very calm in a room by himself with 3 strangers, considering the situation. So either he feels extremely confident that he's tricked you and you're going to your doom, or he's telling the truth.
Can I down the drink and then throw the cup at him?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Did I do that?
And in your last few moments of being alive, no, I'm just kidding. Your last moments of being in this room, Jason, you see the cup flying towards him, and he catches it.
Oh, I'm so terribly sorry about him throwing the cup at you. You see, he gets quite angry at times.
It's fine. Honestly, I'd just like to get back to work. I have to file this, and, well, there's a good bottle of wine.
Well, I mean, I don't know how good it is. I mean, it makes people disappear.
What's this guy wearing? You got anything special on him?
He basically looks like a butler.
Oh, I love butlers.
Does he have like a fancy bag or a big old necklace or like a big old ring on him or anything?
There is a
Any
ring.
personal belongings?
Yeah, there is an easily noticed silver or platinum, some color of that sort, single ring on his right middle finger. Details are a bit hard for you to make out in your current state, but
Yeah.
it doesn't appear to have any. You can tell it doesn't have any gems in it. It looks like it's just solid metal. There's something embossed on it, but making it what that is, meh.
Can I have a quick look around the room to see if there's anything super just like valuable or fancy or like, you know, important to the establishment?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
27.
27. So this place, the Danavar House, is very old money. So there's nothing that stands out as being, just being like ostentatious or, sparkly or what have you. So it's kind of hard to determine what this place considers important. Your first thought is maybe taking the rest of the wine would be kind of like irksome, but other than that, it's a little difficult. Everything seems really, high class. Everything kind of like, just the, she'll take like the deer head on the wall. It's like, oh yeah, that was the kill, the Danavar's son's first kill, which is sentimental, but.
Would I be able to know, like, I need to be able to know, like, you have to swallow the wine for it to work, or like if it just touches your mouth, will it work?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, damn it!
Haven't really encountered drinkable teleportation before, so it's a little. You're not really sure how it works. It seemed like Boff only had like a sip of it and he was gone. Bodhi chugged the whole thing. He was gone maybe faster.
I'll walk over to the nice butler. And be like, oh, I didn't want to drop the cup or anything, when I do this. And like in an old man affront, I want to like stumble, but like splash it in his mouth as I like stumble a little bit.
You want to splash it in his mouth?
Yeah. Cause I'm sure like he sees an old man fall and he's probably like, oh! Like he opens his mouth like, oh!
Just get some deep. Just get in there. Yeah, Krika does that.
He slips on the tongue.
Since the last time he snorted thickets.
Splashing the wine onto his face, some potentially getting into his mouth, some not.
Oh, so sorry.
The old man looks at you with. Well, now you have to pour yourself another glass, sir.
Oh, that's fine.
Reaches down to wipe off his face.
I'll just grab the bottle and I'll hold on to the cup and I'll take a swig out of the bottle. I'm taking the shit.
Hello? Becca?
Yes, sir. And as you all are doing your old people hijinks, wherever in Everland, we'll cut to Jason, Bodhi, and Poff in wherever they ended up.
Let's get into what I was gonna do.
The 9 hells.
What's it look like?
Oh, Poff, do you
Dark.
have vision?
I have vision.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, for Jason and Bodhi, they're in complete darkness.
I have dark vision.
Oh, god damn it.
You're an ASMR.
He's an ASMR?
He's an ass.
Amar.
Yeah, is it Jason like
right?
fallen or something?
There you go. Do you have vision now?
Okay.
Nice.
So you can see all around you this blue ring and whatever that is, and also all the stuff that's around you. Everything you can see on the map is what's physically there.
Okay. Do I know what that thing is up there?
Do you think it's reasonable that you would know that?
I was in Candle Keep. There's gotta be those things
yeah.
there too.
That's pretty reasonable. Yeah. then yeah, you definitely recognize that, though it does catch you a little off guard because it's noticeably smaller than the ones you remember.
Oh. Okay.
By
Let's
a
see.
lot. It seems to be about human-sized.
Human-sized. I'm just gonna. I still have my drink in my hand, right? I can't walk there.
Nope. As you try to cross over the blue line, you just walk right into a wall of seemingly an invisible force.
I spill my drink all over myself. Ah, fucking! This was expensive! Okay, so I think we might be prisoners. I'm just gonna start pushing up against the wall with my hands, trying to feel it out. Then just it's invisible. Does it feel like it's squishy or giving, or is it just a solid, hard, invisible wall?
It feels like a solid, hard stone or steel wall, essentially. As you touch it, you can see where you're touching it. There's like a slight blue shimmer on like each of your fingertips. As it seems like you're touching something, then it gets a visible appearance.
I want to try and use mage hand on the other side of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Similar effect. What does your mage hand look like?
It's a normal sized skeleton hand.
Normal-sized skeleton hand. Ooh, okay. As your normal-sized skeleton hand floats on over and pushes against the opposite side, you can see the same thing. It's being stopped by a big wall.
Okay, I think we're prisoners.
Off, is that you?
What? Bodhi, can you not see?
No.
Oh, hold on a second. Oh, there you go.
As Jason
I still
casts
can't see.
light. Hey, give me a second.
What is he lighting?
What do you like? This? Oh my fucking god. Alright,
Third leg.
got it. That's what I'm putting.
It's just coming right out of Jason's crotch.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which one of my...
It's like Ryuji.
Did that work? You have vision now, Bodhi?
No. It's on darkness.
Erg.
All that I see, absolute horror.
Hang on, let me try moving my toe. Nope, second change.
Okay.
Let's me. Turns out he casts darkness as a 4th level spell slot. Your light cantrip has nothing.
Don't person hear me. All that I see, absolute horror.
Yep.
We'll just do that for the time being.
Ah, there we go. Oh. Oh, that's what I was doing. Lovely.
Isn't that wonderful? As Bodhi can now see, we'll cut back to what were you about to do, Criker?
That's the best I got.
What?
I will drink. And I will go to the place you want me to. But you will leave that with me.
And I'll point to his hand with the ring.
Well, I ask that you return it when next you come to Avalon.
I will leave it with whoever you are sending us to speak to.
Huh. That's fine then. You can send it back. Takes it off and places it on the bar in front of him.
Slowly pick it up, and then I take a drink.
Let's go, Cray.
I'm taking the damn bottle.
As the two of you are also
Dead.
Yeah.
falling in the lava.
Falling.
And this is the end of my campaign, you guys. Haha, got you fuckers. Signs
Now
off
always
Discord.
render.
Yeah, signs off Discord, closes up everything, blows up everything. Bye. How do I get rid of people that I put on the thing, John? Do you remember?
What do you mean on the thing?
So like when you have somebody, when you've done it person by person, and you have like a bunch of little images,
I don't know. Usually, when you just like pull it all together on the same page, like
you know what? I can just put them back into. I just slide their pictures over into the players.
yeah,
ribbon.
over each other. Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Bada
Yep.
bing, bada
Science.
boom.
That's how it's done.
Goddamn ninjas.
Oh,
And
Oh, hello.
hey, dog. Can you see?
Oh, of course I can see. I took his body
Why did you?
because he. I don't like being trapped in magical, weird demi-plane world things.
Well, how much is left? And I
don't
show my empty
know.
glass, my wine-covered chest.
Well, pour him a glass.
Depends how much is left.
a significant amount.
Fuck yeah!
Just teleport like 3 inches to the left.
Oh no, I don't know that spell.
No, yeah. Seconds of town, gone.
Hello,
Hello?
Mr. Harper person.
Harper person. Oh,
is
yes,
he-
the guy that.
Is he, yes, he
did
said we're
this to
supposed
us.
to meet his leader or
Thought
something.
that was the leader.
Oh, no, I mean, has anybody noticed? I mean, you all see the animated armor over there.
Oh, it looks like a shield guardian, Doc.
What?
A shield.
No!
A shield guardian.
Damn it, Poff, we're the Guardians.
Yeah, it's, I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm just gonna start going back to push on the wall. See if Krika notices this big invisible wall stopping my hand.
Give a sniff to the air.
Where are we?
I don't know. But wherever we are, we're trapped.
I mean, can magic get through it?
Oh no, let's try.
Okay. Oh, no,
God.
no. What are you doing with your hips?
Just ricochets around the thing, shoots me in the
Killing
face.
all of you.
I mean, I was going to attempt a Misty Step outside of it.
That's-
Second. Not quite.
It explodes.
Don't very much like that thing.
I try attacking it.
With
I
what?
cast Oik Great Axe on the wall.
It's a good spell.
Great Axe is a pretty good spell.
Cast Oik Great Axe.
Axe
Oh,
just,
what
like,
the
slides
what?
against it.
I'm out of ideas.
So, like, are there doors in this room? Is it just walls? I'm assuming on the left it's a staircase. I don't know if it's starting down here or if it's starting over where the shield guardian is.
Like a starting where
It
this should be guarding.
is-
Yeah, like this way? Okay. And there's just, looks like chairs and a bookcase, and that's about it?
Yeah, looks like it.
No windows.
Rather tall books. There looks like there is a noticeable window behind the shield guardian.
Is he standing, like, directly in front of it, like, stopping it?
He's just standing in front of it. It doesn't look like he's trying to block the window. Parts of it seem visible behind him, but it is quite dark outside. It's where the sounds of flowing water are coming from, though it sounds like maybe a river or a creek nearby, wherever it is you are.
Alright, definitely not in Everland anymore.
There's a river.
No, we're in some tower. The orc man said he doesn't like to leave his tower very much anymore, so he's probably a wizard. Wizards like their towers.
Gonna give the floor a pat with my boot, see if it, like, rings hollow, or, like, trying to figure out if we're on ground floor or if we're up high.
It seems to ring as though, like, you don't get, like, an actual, like a sound from it.
Oh, just no sound at all? Just thump. Oh,
Oh, it's the floor like the same bluish glow like the walls.
There are small blue circles on the floor itself all around you, yes.
oh.
I'm gonna try cleaning them up.
Cleaning up what, the circles?
Yeah, the little blue circles.
Yeah, nothing particularly happens with that. Maybe some dusting on the ground, but the circles seem to be part of whatever magic is keeping you here.
Definitely rune magic. Ooh, Lannister came out there. I mean, I don't really know what's going on here, Puff. I mean, you said we brought the amulet and talked. Where is he?
I really don't know. I thought we were just going to have a nice chat, and I really don't even know where we are. Okay, hello? And I cut my mouth and just start calling out throughout the tower. Hello?
Hello, statue.
As they wish for us to starve to death, they will come.
And I'm just gonna step back, sit down, and just continue to smoke my pipe.
Oh, I think Vecna has the right idea. Not much we can do except wait.
Take out one of my wineskins.
How tall is the barrier, like stretching up to the ceiling?
It appears to be so.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at my weather field.
I guess we're just waiting then.
Looking at the weather field, you see a cloudy overcast over the field.
Oh. Gonna be cloudy tomorrow, boys. Might want to wear a bit of a cloak.
And we wait.
And time does pass without much change. The Shield Guardian not moving, not really much noise that you can hear inside of this thing, as it's been a couple hours.
I'm just gonna be putting together. I guess it's with nothing else to do. I'm gonna be spending a couple hours just building a music box with that music box set.
Seems like a good use of your time.
Let me get back my second level spell slot.
If I die, they're gonna find my new song.
I'm gonna practice shadow puppet making.
Oh.
Okay. As best you can wager, it's probably now at this point, maybe about 10 o'clock at night. It was, give or take, going on 6 or 7 when you were in Everland, and it's been a while here. Maybe the people who reside here are home, or maybe they're asleep.
Dead.
Or yeah, maybe they're dead. Maybe you were too late.
Happens.
Gonna pull out the Glissager, just kind of give it a look over, see if I can see anything through it, or if the magic's blocking it.
You pull out the Glassagers, and they are indeed black.
So it just looks like glass.
Yep. But, to be fair, it also did look like this when it was put in the sheath, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Let me look around here and I start poking things with my stick. Maybe investigation, maybe a little arcana. Poking things.
Fussing with things. Alright, give me an investigation and arcana.
God damn, Arcana, what the hell are you doing?
The thing that you note the most is the papers around on the ground that you start picking up. You can see they are hastily script, like kind of messy notes on some sort of magical creation. You can see notes about assembly, something about like paper quality, or like needing high quality inks. There's a host of different designs and things drawn on there that seem to be almost overlapping, and there isn't any sort of real definition to what the project might be, but your inclination is that something is being worked on. From those things, in terms of the magical dome or the room around you, nothing to really glean from that.
Mm-hmm. Just pick up all the papers and start putting them in a pile. Can I tell this is it a dome or is it just a cylinder?
Seems to be a cylinder. Goes up maybe 10, 12 feet.
And then is there a ceiling?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to... Wait, spells don't work in here. No, wait, that worked. I'm gonna cast Fly.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the ceiling.
Okay.
I'm gonna... Is the ceiling stone? Is it wood?
Looks like it is. Yeah, looks like wood.
Take my dagger out and start ripping out floorboards.
As you stab up, you see an all too familiar sight. A magical sheen of blue in response to your dagger.
Well, I'm just gonna relax in like a hammock-esque as I float in the air for the next 59 minutes.
It lasts like 10 minutes. What do you mean 59 minutes?
Okay, 9 minutes and 57 seconds. I thought it was an hour. I was getting excited.
Yeah.
Well, we're all dead.
Seems to be going on midnight.
After I check the knife, I just go back to working on my music box. It's about, what, 3 hours in?
That's bad.
Yeah, so what time is our internal clock telling us? Is it like
Yeah, about
afternoon
midnight.
still? Is it? Oh, everybody's asleep. Just sleeping, propped up against the wall, with his like hands behind his back, his trident over his waist or his lap.
Can I hear sounds coming from outside? Like, do I hear the blowing of wind or something? The night sky and stuff?
Yeah,
Or is it like...
Yeah, you hear the blowing of wind and the flow of, like a constant flow of water.
When that creature does not speak. And so I point towards the robot as my high is faded, obviously.
It doesn't seem too responsive. I kind of wave my hand at him.
I'm still looking straight ahead.
You are not given a name for who we want to speak to.
Apparently not. So he's looking in what direction? That big robot? The tiny robot, I guess?
Straight at the cylinder. He seems to be looking straight ahead from where he's facing, essentially. Just, whoop.
Okay. I walk over here, and I put my face like a child against the window, smoosh it against the glass. Can I see anything in the direction he's looking at?
Yeah, you can see a relatively tall bookcase and some chairs, a bunch of papers strewn about, books taken out and sorted messily on top of the chairs.
Nothing auspicious?
No.
Just mess? Okay. I reach into my pocket. I pull out a small set of dice, and I say, I'm not trapped in this barrier, and I just drop them on the ground. Nope. Well, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Scoop them up, put them back in my pocket.
That's what it takes to get you to finally use those. Oh.
I'm gonna go back to my station right next to this guy and continue working on my little pile of music boxes, just humming a song to myself. Waiting until finally sleep takes me and I just pass out.
It'll probably be maybe about 2 o'clock in the morning, 3. A
Okay.
few more hours.
So 3, ooh, that's 6 hours in total. Awesome. And then I pass the fuck out.
Jason, I know you don't need sleep. Krika, you staying up?
Yeah.
Alright.
He's already
Wait,
stoned.
I stopped
He doesn't
smoking
know what's
'cause-
going on.
Go through my tobacco real quick. I smoked for 5 hours straight. Just sort of meditate.
Alright. After some time, quite some time. Jason, you were just quiet the whole time? You're just sitting there?
Oh, I was hoping everyone was going to go to sleep.
Oh, you were hoping you were going to go to sleep. What are you gonna do, buddy?
I want to go try to slip the bag of holding off of off.
Okay.
Then I dump it all out.
Okay.
What all is in there?
I got you, fam. There is, in total, about 249 gold, 1,321 silver pieces, 21 copper pieces, a strange-looking amulet, a blood-stained case that I guess, I don't know if you'd identify it. You probably know it if it's part of your background as thieves' tools. A big old wooden staff, some silver salt and shaker pepper, salt and pepper shakers, holy symbol that seems nature-like, a small bag of spices, a small vial of perfume, some fine silver threaded gloves, a leather sash, some rabbit boots, and about 24 days of rations.
All come pouring out of the interdimensional space onto the floor, creating more than enough noise to arouse everyone.
What?
Jason, what do you? Did you take that?
Yeah, I got permission.
What? Who? This was in my pocket.
Tyler told me I could look at it.
I just stare at him.
Doc immediately wakes up. And
Yeah, no.
Hey! Come at me!
Don't go back to bed. Nothing's happening.
It's the first time that I've actually believed that.
What? What do you mean? What?
Doc, did you give him permission to go through our stuff? And I point to the pile of food covering the jewelry underneath.
No.
Well, there you go. You trying to steal from us?
I didn't say dock, I said tower.
Feeling.
Oh, tower. Well, shit. I said, okay, you're stealing from us. You just took my thing off me without asking and just poured it all over the floor.
Wait a minute. When would Tower ever say it's okay to steal?
Was it steal it?
I just start scooping up some of the food, maybe eating a little bit of it because I don't have any food on me. Shame.
Yes, shame!
Well, fine, hold on, what's in here? You know, I don't even know what's in here. Let's see. Food. An amulet.
Oh, that's a nice amulet.
Would I know what it is? Did we identify it when we got it? I don't think Pop ever saw it.
I know there was an amulet of
against detection and location, but Pov doesn't know that.
Oh, let me see that here. Let me see that here. I'll sit down cross-legged.
Yeah, and now you know what it is.
Oh, it's an amulet of proof against detection and location, naturally.
Okay. I just push it aside. Box covered in blood, full of one of these. This looks like a lockpick. Just scoot it aside.
I will slip on the amulet.
Oh, of course. Well, we've got the answer. The salt and shaker pepper shakers, and I just throw one at the barrier. I just throw it at the barrier as hard as I can.
Spells the bear.
Thunk, thunk. As it hits the wall and falls down to the ground.
Oh, look, it worked. We're saved.
Oh, no. Oh, it was sarcasm.
I just go back to my corner and just kind of sit and pout.
I'll start putting everything back in there.
I'll just go lay back down. You know, next time, just ask Jason. I mean, honestly.
Well, I didn't want to disturb his beauty sleep. You know, he really needs it.
I mean, we're awake.
Just carefully go to sleep. Like my eye, like I don't want to move. I don't want to look away from the sky, but slowly but sure.
He uses the bag as like a pillow now. A lumpy pillow.
Just watch it.
I take those leaves, so it does.
Alright. Assuming nothing else happens for you guys. More time passes, and it seems to be about early dawn at this point now. It's the 1-6-4.
Don't you? I do math.
Okay.
Lightning ball.
Oh, there you go.
Damn. Double
Someone ain't
three.
passing their saves today.
Nope. Someone gonna die.
As the sun begins to shine through the window, waking you all up. Those of you going to sleep, Krika, of course, you have one level of exhaustion, not partaking a long rest.
Oh,
I'm so sleepy.
Oh god, we're still here, aren't we? Okay.
Yep, we're dead.
Unfortunately.
We're dead.
This guy still hasn't moved.
Nope.
Okay. New day.
If only we had a way to magically look for, you know, trap doors or something.
What?
I didn't catch that either.
I said if only there was a way that we had to magically look for like trap doors or secret doors or something.
I know, like, I mean, just amazing.
None of us are aware of it.
As even God stares at Doc.
I really don't remember ever getting this wand of secrets, guys.
Drumsticks.
No, I lost the drumsticks when I fell off the tower.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like took some magic items from him.
Oh, I thought those were the drumsticks. Okay.
Like
Yeah,
I
the
lit-
wand of
like
secrets
when
was
did
left.
when did I so called get this wand of secrets?
That's from the witch. It's witch leap.
Oh.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Coffin loop.
The drumsticks were chimes of opening.
Oh, that's okay. I get those confused. Okay.
Well, that would have been better.
Yeah. But that wouldn't have worked for this particular instance. They work on like doors and chests and shit. From downstairs, you can hear a very sounds like proper high-born female voice shout up. Wake up, Professor! I'm getting started on breakfast.
I just throw myself at the barrier, hearing a female voice like, "Hello."
Hello, not male person. Help.
Just like child squishing my face against the glass. Hello.
Oh God, Pop, that's pathetic.
It's the first voice I've heard in so long.
It's been
Puff, I mean, honestly, that's no way to get his attention from a young lady.
Any response?
no.
Oh, there's someone here. That's good.
Yes, that's a sign that we aren't going to starve. I think.
What's the floor made out of?
Magic.
Wood. And in your
Really?
particular area, magic.
Oh,
Covering wood. Like a magic rug.
damn it. Oh, magic rug! I lift up the rug.
Does it choke us?
magic. It's a
Does
magic
it
under the
pathetically
rug.
beg for its life?
Shut up.
As we viciously, unceremoniously murder it?
Smell what smells like maybe bacon, eggs, toast,
Oh!
kind of wafting
Oh!
up
Oh, you guys!
from downstairs.
I found something.
Maybe. What'd you find?
Found something in my other pocket.
What'd you find?
I found this other wand. Give me a minute.
So you're just happy to see me.
God damn it.
I think. Oh, this is great. You guys, it's a wand of secrets. Point it. I don't know. I do want to know. I bet it uses a
Is that a character or is that God getting frustrated?
Yeah, is that God stretching or is that a dragon coming for us?
That is a dragon coming for you.
Oh shit!
As we can hear something shuffling down the stairs.
Did I find a secret?
With your Wand of Secrets.
Yes.
What is the range on Wand of Secrets?
30 feet.
Do some quick measurements. The GM layer. Where are you? Okay. And what does it do? It just like points and vibrates or something?
Points, I think.
The wand pulses and points at the one nearest to you.
Actually, considering the magic that's creating that secret, I don't think that would work. So, no, you got nothing.
Damn it! Well, we're dead.
That is alright.
It sounds like something's coming down the stairs.
Yeah,
No,
you hear someone
I-
stepping down the stairs. 2 steps and then a third step, it sounds like? Like 2 steps and a third step, 2 steps and a third step.
Back the fuck away.
Oh, he must be Roland.
Put a hand on your weapon, everyone.
Oh no, it's fine. It's probably just an old man with a cane. It's fine.
I just stare at Doc. Look at him with his. I'm assuming he's got like. Does he have a staff with him?
Well, of course I've got a staff.
Well, there you fucking go.
See?
As
Nice.
a copper dragonborn man descends
Oh my
the
God.
stairs.
Hello!
A staff.
Ruh-roh.
This is where we die.
Okay.
Irene, you're going to need to make more breakfast.
Ooh.
Well, hello, gentlemen.
Hi.
Hello.
You must be the Guardians.
Oh, yes,
The one
indeed.
and only.
You can hear us, right? You clearly hear us. No one else can. We've been shouting for a while.
For a long while.
Well, I mean, I wasn't
Well, actually, not really for a while. I was asleep, but yes, for a while.
Apologize for the inconvenience. The circle you're standing in needed some time to vet you and to make sure you are who you told Droll you were. And for that time I made it so I could not hear. I was busy with my own work. But now that I know that you are Bodhi, Doc, Porf, Jason, and
What's my
Riker,
name?
we can have breakfast. I assume you're hungry.
Oh, that depends what's for breakfast.
Smells like bacon and eggs.
Oh, I love bacon and eggs.
Good. As the gentleman just takes his staff, toot, toot, taps it twice against the blue wall, and the blue circles all around you seem to disappear.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh.
Wonderful.
I almost stumble walking out expecting to hit a wall, but
So I walk past the shield guardian. I give him a little Hitler mustache.
why?
Because I don't like him.
Okay. Is that a relevance in this world?
No.
Yeah, no one in the entire realm has that mustache. I don't know where Doc has seen it. Probably some a different timeline.
Yeah, he also has a. I'm just gonna, as everyone's passing by, I do want to take a little time to look at this thing up close because it looks a little sentimental.
Understandable.
Craig up! Craig up!
So I get to my feet and sort of crack my bones as I get up.
Bacon and eggs!
Falling
You
up the
don't
group.
mind me asking, what is your name? Dragon, sir.
Ah, the name's Aegon.
Tringon. Who rolls off the tongue?
Do I know this Aegon? If I heard of an Aegon?
Tell me his life story. I want to hear a backstory. I want to hear everything about it.
Yeah, I need to know what kind of powers I'm gonna get when I eat them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, classic.
I have no idea who this Aegon Blom is. I don't even know where I got that last name from.
No one really knows.
Blom. I don't even know.
As the gentleman leads you all to down one set of stairs.
But wait, no, like seriously, do I know him? Like, have I heard of him?
20 on a history check. Well, DC is 39.
That's-
yeah, you think
that's-
maybe you've heard of an Aegon before? Is
Yeah.
1 second. The name of a not really famous, more like just relatively powerful and old wizard. Member of the Harper's organization. There we go. All players see light. There we go.
Yeah, we can see the light!
Wanted to make sure everybody wasn't blind.
Did by the light.
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
Everybody.
Oh, it's dark again. It's fine. Oh, there's the light. Oh, he went through a magical door.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I'm dead.
Okay.
Oh, here we are.
All right then.
Oh, this looks like a lovely table.
Yes, there's more of you than dining table can handle at the moment.
I immediately sit down in a chair.
In the library.
Library. Oh my goodness.
As you can see all around you, shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves. Cases of books.
Oh my god. Do you mind if I just go browse a little bit? I'm gonna go look.
Sure.
Oh, you know, he likes to read. It's
I'm just
quite...
gonna look at all the shelves, see all these big old books.
Irene,
Makes
we're
me
going to
think
have
of school.
breakfast in the study. That's fine. How many people are eating?
I start looking at books without asking permission.
I'll go over to the other table. Aegon, I mean, a quick question here for you. I mean, why such an elaborate ruse?
Ruse.
Well, yes, I mean, why make us drink, the funny wine as I set the bottle on the table?
Oh, well, the funny wine is necessary so that the magic can vet who you are.
I mean, well,
Take
it's,
a bit of the wine into yourself.
well, that's all well and good, but I mean, what if someone has abstained from the pleasures of the vine?
Well, thankfully I haven't had to deal with that, but I don't have that many visitors. At least not from that part of the world.
What part of the world are we in? I mean, we came from Everland. I'm assuming we traveled quite a distance.
Oh, good question, Doc.
I know, sometimes I have those.
Are you trying to imply that not all of Doc's questions are good?
Crike, are you looking out the window?
Yep. Trying to get a lay of where we are.
Yeah. As you can see that you appear to be on an island in the middle of a river. It looks like a river flanked by very, very tall and numerous buildings on either side of this river, as this island just seems to sit in the middle of a city. But one you have not seen before, Krika, as Aegon says. Oh, well, you actually haven't traveled that far. You're on Silvery Moon.
Oh!
We're in Silvery Moon, and I just carefully put the book back on the shelf and squish, 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 squish my way past these big boys and look out the window myself.
See the city?
I'm sorry. He's quite young and impressionable. Quite eager.
He did reveal last session that he was like 200 and some years old.
I don't care.
Is this the window?
I think this is the happiest time I've ever been forcibly teleported somewhere. Oh my god, look at that.
This is amazing.
This looks
You must be
delicious.
breathtaking. We've never had such detail from where I'm from.
It's like a little pot pie.
It does.
Ooh,
Oh, it does,
I
with
love
like a
pot pies.
with a little cut into it filled with like whipped cream or something.
Who the fuck puts whipped cream in a pot pie?
Hey,
Hungry.
fuck off.
Turkey gravy, damn
Oh
it.
god!
I love it, Peter.
Yeah, it's white gravy. It's fine.
You guys are weird.
Don't fucking judge me.
What do you mean?
Everything. It's not a fucking dessert.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, are you telling me you don't lace your spaghetti with M&Ms and chocolate syrup?
Okay,
Alright,
Alright,
funny.
we're on Wednesday games now. We only have so much time.
okay.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, as you can see,
Oh,
the
Silvery
city of Silvery Moon surrounds you. Off, you can see, because you're actually, the perspective of that art shot is different from where you actually are, because you're in the middle of the river in the town.
So I see hills and buildings and people.
Mm-hmm. The river's quite big.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
Indeed. It's quite
So-
nice here.
Well, that's good, but I mean, obviously, you've, summoned us for a reason. I believe the young lady called you Professor, Aegon. How can the Guardians be of service?
Well, there have been quite a few goings-on in the realm with giants.
Oh,
Seems,
indeed.
as best we know, the ordning that keeps them all together and in line has been broken, and these giants are going their own way, conflicting with one another, and seemingly attacking human settlements for the first time, at least in large number, in quite a few centuries. So, I summoned the Guardians of Tribor, one, so I could meet you myself, Two, so I could have you find out more.
What exactly?
But first, breakfast, hopefully. Yes, I'm coming up with it now. And
I look eagerly towards the voice, leaning up my head over like,
down the stairs, as a very lovely woman ascends with some plates of food, placing them on the free table.
D is for damn.
Pops Heart's like,
Oh man, let me help you with all those. It's like take some out of the plates for her.
Thank you, but didn't really need the help, but I appreciate it.
Of course, look at her. She's a strong girl. She doesn't need the help. She got this herself.
As you go for one of the plates, you realize that there is a mage hand underneath one of them to help keep everything together and bring it all upstairs.
Oh, it seems that you truly are a professor, teaching your young student quite well here, Aegon.
Yes, an astute.
Can I have like multiple mage hands at once? Can I have multiple mage hands at once?
No, she was just using one mage hand
It's a really big hand.
to carry one of the extra plates. Other than that, she was just waitering her way up here.
Yeah, she showed up, like 3 on each arm, right? And then 1 extra. That's what waiters do. You got 3 plates on each arm and 1 extra mage hand. Boom.
So, who might you be?
Oh, thank you, young lady. And I'll grab 2 plates.
Just help yourself.
And I'll set one over at Aegon's.
Oh, thank you, Doc. My name is Irene, and who might you be?
Oh, my name is Puff McBuck. Have you heard of me? And I kind of look between her and Aegon. Well, you've heard of me, of course. You named me. But have you heard of my name at all? It's kind of get around. Been in Silvery Moon before.
I chuckle quite loudly. Get around.
You said your name was Puff McBuck.
Puff McBuck, that's right.
She seems to kind of furrow her brow in concentration. I can't say that I have heard of you. You said you've been in Silvery Moon for some time.
Well, I've passed through it. Doesn't really matter what I did. I just, show up in cities and towns, play a show, talk to people, make friends. Name gets around is all. It's wondered.
Play a show? Are you a musician?
Oh, I'm many things, but a musician is probably what I'm best at.
Well, I can't say I've heard of you, but it's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Pleasure's all
Professor
mine.
Aegon, didn't you say there was going to be another one? Where's the metal man?
Oh, he's on vacation.
Vacation?
Well, he's currently dealing with other business.
He's
not
on
with us.
vacation, Puff.
I just kind of look at her knowingly, give him a nod.
You know, Aegon, Tower wouldn't have drinking the wine either. He doesn't need to drink.
Well, if my information on Tower is anything to go off of, he would have drank the wine to be with you all.
Oh, of course, as I continue to tuck my amulet underneath my robe a little bit farther down.
So, what information did you want us to gather? I'm assuming whether we got our breakfast now.
Yes, you do. It's relatively good.
Relatively good.
Relatively, like on a scale of 1 to.
Like, does it need a prestidigitation?
Excuse me, Irene.
I was about to say on a scale of 1 to 10. Yeah, making eggs and bacon and toast for a bunch of extra people at short notice. It's about an 8.
Irene, is there any more bacon?
No, I was actually about to run out to the store. Sorry?
Oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll reach across the table and I'll grab Puffs.
I'm not even paying attention. I was looking at Irene.
I should be back in maybe about 30 minutes or so. Where you going? Yes, Irene. Go. Do what it is you need to do. Alright. Well, it was a pleasure meeting all of you. See you
Oh,
again
it was
soon.
quite lovely. Yes, we'll see you in a little while.
See you in a little while.
Bye bye.
Just kind of bounds down the stair, her hair bouncing behind her.
Hoff, why did your voice get so high pitched there?
I just did the eggs. They get caught in my throat.
Oh, of course.
So you wanted
Yes.
this information about these
Information
giants?
on the giants, yes. I was hoping you all would be able to investigate what has happened to the Ordning.
We're not the first person to ask that of us. I mean, Doc knows a friend in the sky, a giant himself, actually, who sort of pushed us on that task. What was his name, Doc?
Oh, Zephyros. I just call him Big Z.
Oh, yeah, he was quite wise himself. Another tower owner, I suppose. He's big and big.
I mean,
Really big.
he's a bit senile.
Getting up there in age, eh?
Eh,
Well, I do have something I wanted to give you all as well. But we'll take care of that once I'm finished eating. I hope you don't feel too inconvenienced being brought here.
Well, actually, we were planning on actually going this way, heading north. We were going to head to what was it? Urgula, Zamorvan Hall, was it? Supposedly there's a sword there that sort of has our name on it. We could use it to help take down any opposing giants we face.
I see. It would be most useful in what it is you're trying to accomplish. Do you have
So,
any... yes?
Oh, just that's off topic. What do you do here?
The best answer to that, Mr. McBuck, is for the first time in a very long time, I get to do what it is I want. But, to be more thorough, I have been using this as both a home and my place of developing or creating new magic.
New magic.
New magic.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Fun or arduous and infuriating. Filling
Well, that's magic.
magical formulas until the sun rises, and then continuing it after is tiresome, but also oddly enjoyable.
Oh, that just sounds like magic to me in general. Tiresome, boring, little arduous, and sometimes painful. But magic, it's worth it. And I click my fingers and make a little sparkle of prestidigitation.
Quite nice. Magic is indeed what you say it is, but it is a very potent tool when wielded skillfully.
Very true.
Now, let's see here. Give me 1 second.
I'm looking at the door, waiting for in case anyone shows up. You know, redhead,
Just whoever.
just whoever.
Bob, she's not going to be back for like.
What? I'm just keeping an eye out. You know, might have another visitor.
Irene. I is for irreplaceable.
Oh god. It's starting!
Dang it, where is it?
Hey, Jace, how was your breakfast?
Oh, I looked down at the plate that I didn't touch. It was okay.
Did you touch it even?
I poked the eggs.
Chase, did you take my bacon?
I'll walk over to Chase's plate And I'll grab his bacon and I'll go back and sit down.
Does that answer your question, Puff?
Good on you, Doc. Now give me my bacon back.
What? And I just put it in my mouth, both pieces.
Doc!
What? You see, that's the problem with the youth. You see, you're always chasing, you know, a young lass when your bacon gets stolen out from under your nose.
His food's like spilling out of his mouth.
Much to your disgust, I assume.
Ah.
There we go.
Oh, Master Aegon, are you ready?
Yes, I am quite finished with my breakfast. So, there are a few things I need to know now. You all fought at Tribal for some time ago, but where have you been since? It's been a few months since that attack.
Well, you know how we talked about magic and be a little dangerous, a little arduous? I think we stumbled upon an issue that seemed bigger as we delved into it. We were helping a lovely young woman overcome a haunt in her past. We were getting rid of a curse afflicting a cave with a wraith in it, and as we pressed on into the dungeon, we found ourselves stepping out the other side, not where we came in. We were in some sort of nightmare realm. I'm working on a song on that, by the way. But a nightmare realm created by some sort of bog woman, a hag? I think it's hag.
Well, you know, I mean, it wasn't a hag, you see, Aegon. And I'll pull off the ring that's on my pinky. It was one of the Harpels, probably cursed in some sort, and had us tucked away in some demi-plane of existence, or she was quite hideous to lay eyes
Not good
upon.
looking. Nope, not at
I
all.
mean, she came from good stock, obviously, but you know how magic can sometimes corrupt.
Oh, could I see that ring?
Of course!
Aegon kind of holds it up to his face, taking a closer look at it.
Okay. Is that a ring Doc's always had?
I put it on after the hag died.
Okay.
So I recognize that it's from a powerful wizarding family.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
Just make sure.
I was glad you remembered that you did that.
Yeah.
I see this ring is quite old. The sigil has changed in the way that they put it in the ring. Hang on to this for a moment. I think I need to see this. So I presume you killed this hag, and that's how you've gotten out and back here.
Well, I mean, I think Krika really did most of the killing of her.
Aegon looks over to the lizard man, who's been quite quiet.
Staring daggers at him.
Not a man of many words. Well, that's interesting. So since then, you've...
Well, we came back and we thought it was just like a short trip, maybe less than a week. And it turns out it was about 2 months, was it? When we entered, when we exited, it was winter. And we were on the far side of the coast, almost in Neverwinter Wood. And when we came back, we heard the news of how much time has passed and, well, had a few strange adventures. Went back to Tribor, set a new course to go intercept some hill giants in the south. Did that. Now we're here.
I see. You said you were planning on going to Zymorvan Hall, right?
Oh, yes. So it's kind of related incident. An inn burned down. Seemed to be the cause of some fire giant with magic. Really terrifying stuff. And we think if if they're residing up in the north in the Evermoors, we can circle up around through Silvery Moon, go to Zamorvan Hall, get a big sword, give it to a strong warrior over here, and he motions over to Bodhi. And we'll find this giant and strike her down with it.
Seems like a rather good plan. Well,
I think so too.
wait here just a moment.
Doc,
What?
give me the ring. Give me the ring.
No, it's
No, I'm not gonna take it.
No, Aegon has it.
No, he gave it back to you, didn't he?
I did.
No, Oh, no, I'm fine. I put it back on my pinky.
No, but she's gonna get Irene. No, I can't.
I mean, honestly, Puff, if you can't get a woman without a ring, I mean, I'm disappointed in you.
Doc, I thought you were my wingman.
I am your wingman, but I mean, this is a very nice ring. It's not something you just throw willy-nilly.
You're not giving
at
it.
some redhead. I mean, come on.
But it's so red, Doc.
So, I mean, what would Riven say?
Or your other girlfriend.
But he's got another one. Puff, you sly dog, you.
I am a comforter of the flesh. I bring peace in many ways. And I just sort of scoop my eggs into my mouth to keep myself from saying anything else.
I mean, this is really weird. I mean, like, some weird dragon wizard summons us to some house on an island in Silvery Moon. I mean, what do you think he's got planned for us?
I mean, it's not the first time a wizard's brought us to a weird place. I mean, we went into Zephyros's tower.
I mean, at least we knew that wizard.
Yeah, it's true, but it's not the strangest thing that's happened to us.
That's true.
Frankly, I'm less terrified here than I was there. I mean, there was a giant, and there's a dragon. I mean, it's too much for old Puff.
I mean, what do you think, Bodhi?
Or,
Howdy.
he did.
He's eating his eggs.
I said, what do you think, Bodhi?
Bodhi, we cannot hear you.
Hey, it happened again.
Oh no. What do you think, Jason?
About Agard or about Puff's girl situation?
Well, I mean, Puff's gonna figure it out. But I mean, like, being here, summoned, and all that.
Well, I mean, apparently we should trust them if we could trust the Lord Defender.
That's true.
I mean,
I don't like secrets, but what can I do?
That's very true. I mean, secrets are just never good. I mean, I know my friend Puff here would never keep any secrets from me.
absolutely not. You're my close friend, Doc. I never do that. But those Harpers, they're all about secrecy.
Oh! Yeah, that's true.
And I just kind of give Jason a glance before I start shoveling more eggs into my mouth.
I mean, what about you, Cracker? You've been very quiet lately.
You people all have your rituals, which you go through in meeting people. It is all strange, but understandable. You cause discomfort for those that you invite into your homes, so that you may show your power over them. He has done the same. He has shown his power, tempting us, goading us, What if it takes us upon the hunt? Then so be it.
Ooh. That's true.
What about you,
do
Bodhi?
Yeah, what do you think, Bodhi?
Well, I've never actually. Well, actually, have I met another Dragonborn in my travels?
Yeah, dude, you've been on like, favorites for
okay.
a while. Dragonborn are pretty common, so if you want to have met one before, you can.
Cool. I'm just gonna say that I didn't, because it makes it more interesting.
Okay.
Well, I've never met a dragon man before. The only dragon I've met was the giant ones with the wings and breath. The tower wanted us to help. So, I don't know. I think this was an interesting sort of teleport.
Of all the teleports I've had,
Out of all the teleports I've had, I think this one takes the cake. Because
Well, you're not
Dragon
wrong.
Man. And we aren't dead yet.
Ooh, that's true.
There you go.
Nope, hello, Aegon.
Alright, I've collected everything. So, I have for you this.
They got Santa Claus.
That is not a pink chest.
It is not. Okay.
tried to save it to make it pink.
He cracks open this chest. So, to better facilitate your, well, adventures and hopefully gathering some, oh god, come on guys, gathering some more information on for me, I've decided essentially to grant you access to the Harper's teleportation network.
Ooh.
Indeed, these are trying times. We're well aware of the giant problem, and it poses a grave threat to the balance of power in the North.
Oh, that's true.
I have it on good authority that the Harpers, the Lord's Alliance, the Enclave, the Gauntlet, Zentarum, and larger guilds around the realm are all taking steps to protect the people against the giants' depredations.
Really?
Indeed. Though it's hard to keep track of what the Zent are doing from time to time.
The giant's attacks might be the best thing that's ever happened to this realm, then.
Indeed.
So, how far do these teleportation circles reach across the map? Can we have a general understanding?
Well, his eye reaches into the chest, pulls out essentially like a long scroll of sorts, and unfurls it onto the table, and shows you the hand.
Oh. Look at that.
I love it. There was
I see mirror bar, never went to Yartar, Avalon, water deep and loud water.
Indeed. My tower is not on this network.
Oh, you've got a private line. That's quite wise.
Of course.
Do I understand teleportation runes with my Arcana brain?
Arcano brain.
Yeah, with
Studying
my
it-
Artificer's lore?
Yeah, studying at Candle's Keep as well. Yeah, you've a good understanding of teleportation circles. I mean, if you
Ooh.
really looked down at the middle circle of the thing you were standing in, you would have seen that it was a very complicated teleportation circle.
Man, I just assume because I'm just so smart. I'm just so fucking smart.
So, I know giants and dragons have a long history of conflict, and I suspect the dragons might somehow be responsible for the giants' uprising. That's what I want you lot to find out. Have you had any contact with any dragons? Not like myself, of course, you know, the big ones.
Oh, we did. Did we?
We've had a couple. There was one who arrived at Zephyros's tower,
Oh, that's right.
and
What was his name again?
I don't remember the name. I just remember how tall he was and how precariously he was positioned next to me. Seemed like he was currently on, assuming our side, fighting giants. Assumed that Zephyros was causing trouble. The other one... and I motion over to Krika to say, because it's still kind of a recent pain.
Aegon looks at Krika.
Thank you, Craig.
Craig not really wanting to give up anything.
There was another dragon, so kind of taking cues from Krika. We found along the road. It was more of just a skirmish. I think he was either copper, brass. I can't tell the difference sometimes. Just sort of a quick run-in. Didn't seem to have anything related with giants.
But he was metallic.
Pretty metallic, yes.
And the first one was as well.
Yes, he was. Silver as can be.
Okay. Yeah, there haven't been any real sightings of chromatic dragons for some time. I know the Vigil had put a stop to some cult or something.
Oh, good for them.
But, yeah, it seemed to have some business with chromatic dragons. But I have been putting most of my focus towards this and my own private works. So, I'm not particularly adventurous myself anymore, but since you all are still going from place to place, doing what needs to be done, giving you access to these teleportation circles should help. Getting to Evelyn, Loudwater, Nearbar, Neverwinter, Waterdeep, Yartar, all that.
This will help immensely.
Indeed.
I'm looking over the hole.
You do need, well, there are spellcasters, Harper spellcasters, at each of these circles that will cast the spell for you, should you require it.
Oh!
I presume you do, looking at Doc.
Oh, that would be quite lovely, actually.
Perfect. Of course, you know, when the time is ready, if you want to leave to one of these places from my teleportation circle, I can get you there. But that is one of the things I need to give you. Is holding the scroll, is rolling it back up with all the necessary information on it, and he's kind of like looking around to who to hand it to.
Oh, I'll take it. It's fine.
Well, I mean, I'm right here. I'm pretty knowledgeable myself. Just gotta put myself a little bit between Aegon and Doc from past experiences.
Oh, it's fine. If you want it off, you can have it. It's just worried it might be a little long for you, that's all.
Oh, don't worry. I've got big eyes. Small hands, but big eyes.
Okay. That's that. And I do have something quite important I'd like you to take with you if you would be so inclined. As he moves back over to the chest and pulls out
Irene.
Just pulls out Irene? What?
Yep.
Yes, take this with you as well.
Magic!
Take this ring of teleport.
As he pulls out a weird
Deck of
looking,
many things.
like amber crystal of sorts. It seems to be quite large, not too unwieldy. He's easily able to cradle it with one hand, and also pulls out like a sort of like metal sort of contraption or resting place that it goes into. I'd like you all to have this as well, something I've been working on, and allow for you to accomplish what it is you're setting out for.
Oh, okay.
What does it do?
Well, this this crystal is my mind.
Oh.
Well, not exactly my mind, but sort of
Well, obviously.
copy, an imperfect one at that, of a failed project that I'm shelving, but I figure all would be able to use it, as he places it on the table with the sort of with the metal underneath it, and this is what you see. You're gonna let me do the thing.
Yeah, do that thing.
There we go.
Ooh.
Mind Vega.
It's so veiny.
This hefty crystal contains a mass of swirling runes of the draconic tongue, said to contain almost all the knowledge of the arcane and divine. The life that Aegon possessed at its creation can communicate with creatures within 30 feet of it telepathically two-way, and can relay any information requested of it. Wow. It's literally Hey Bahamut.
Oh.
No, not exactly, actually.
You get to talk to the DM in character.
Yeah.
But it also stores information as well that you add to it. So, I can get it back without too much trouble.
Oh, so like it's almost like you can live out the adventure with us.
Not quite. That would be a whole different magical conundrum to solve.
Oh.
That's fascinating. Doc, I think you should hold on to this.
Why?
Oh, it's full of information. It's you're sharing a brain with another wizard.
Oh, that's fine. Just
That's double the wizard.
Oh, okay. Well, just then hand me the bag of holding, and I'll hold on to it in there.
Oh, I'm sure, of course. Wait, do I still have it? Did I don't think I ever took it back from Jason.
I don't know. You put all the stuff in it.
Yeah, you put all the stuff back in it, so I assumed you had possession.
Oh, I thought that Jason did that.
Yeah, I put everything. Oh, I technically still have it. That bag holding.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason, let me see the bag here. I need to put this in here. It's a little hefty.
Are we still on the penis jokes?
No, I mean the crystal. It's rather hefty in mass. It's large.
Girthy, even.
It is kind of heavy, though. He does need to potentially put it in there.
Okay.
I hand it to him now.
Oh, thank you. And I'll just wrap it around me like my satchel in my picture.
Good. And to help you out, I have a few magic scrolls I could give you as well. Some things I often needed in my day.
Oh. I was wondering, Aegon, perhaps, do you have any, perhaps a spell book that I could copy a few spells from? Nothing crazy, or none of your homebrew concoctions. But I would be remiss, to pass up the opportunity to learn from someone of your arcana talents.
Even my students do not get direct access to my spell book.
Good on you.
Yourself to do so. A wise move, was it? But I will provide you with the scrolls.
I mean, are they of worth any, the ink that they're written in?
Well, Doc, there's spells. Spells are almost invaluable.
No, Poff, there are some spells that are better than others.
I'm sure the nice man giving you free magic is giving you good magic.
Well, I'm sure he is. He's a smart man. I'm just letting you know in the future. Someone says, oh, it's a magic scroll. I mean, not all spells are equal in, their vitality.
I'll take your word on that, Doc.
Sure, this guy's over here getting jump scroll after jump scroll after jump scroll.
Here you go, Poff. Dispel magic,
Oh.
fly,
Oh.
magic weapon,
Mm.
sending, tongues,
Oh.
and water breathing.
Wow.
Oh, those are
jump.
quite good.
And jump and jump and jump and jump, jump.
And 13 scrolls of jump. Not actually, that's
Amazing.
Can you copy spells from spell scrolls?
As a wizard, yeah.
I believe you can. It just consumes, for arbitrary reasons, balance reasons, it consumes the scroll.
Yeah, it's because you're practicing the magic, and the only way to practice the magic of a scroll is to use it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just feed Doc scrolls.
Well, I let you keep fly, so you can be cool.
And just kind of lay them out on the table for as a grab bag.
Spells that are on your spell list. But...
Yeah.
Well, no, well, because what? I have fly, but I don't have the spell magic. I don't have water breathing. I don't have the spell magic, and I don't have.
Yeah, I just take all the scrolls and kind of carefully lay them out in the middle of this table and just sort of spread out individually, so if anyone wants to take their pick, they can take their pick.
Hopefully those will help get you out of a pinch if you happen to be out of magic or want to save it, and just happen to need one of these, well, relatively commonly needed spells.
I will grab Dispel Magic.
And these are scrolls, right?
Yeah, they're all scrolls.
Magic weapon.
Oh. Might just take a little bit of fly, just carefully take it, put it in my pocket.
This should be good.
He's amazing, Aegon, thank you.
Chase, did you want water breathing?
No skin off my back. Just scales.
I could copy it down, or maybe you should copy it down first.
Oh, you have your own spell book too. Oh, that's wonderful. I just gotta look. How long does it take me to copy a spell, guys?
An hour per spell level, unless it's divination.
And it's half that. With half the gold.
Indeed, you're welcome to stay here if you need the time and space to copy that
Oh,
down.
fantastic! Move over to this table and start
That's a
writing.
bookcase.
I'll move over to this table and start writing.
There you go.
Bless you.
Oh, each level takes 2 hours.
Ooh. So, third level spell?
So
Yep.
6 hours.
6 hours and 150 gold.
Gold. Yep.
That's fine. I've got like 1,700 gold.
Yeesh.
Can I have
I
them?
mean, we're all pretty rich in terms of commerce and food.
I don't have any money. I spend it all on music boxes.
Well, that's your fault.
Buddy has
Not
no
wise
idea
as
of
smooth
material
as it
wealth. So he has like 2,000 gold.
Holy cow.
Spending all your money on music boxes won't get you very far.
I'm kind of working on a project. Some a friend of mine over in Yartar, collaborating with some elven engineering, as it were. Gotta make something amazing. And I pull out my elven music box. My mithril music box, rather.
Collaborating, you said, with an elfin yacht.
Yeah, what was his name? Roland. Kind of a quiet guy. Roland. Oh, what was his last name? Hanberg? Hanali. Hanali, that's it.
Roland Hanali,
Roland
Yes.
Hanali.
He's quite the skilled elf. Is he still on top of the hill?
Oh, he's still on top of that hill. So you know him, that's...
I know Roland. Quite a skilled craftsman. And, well, good drinking partner as well, if you have the right kind of drink anyway.
Elven wine, I assume, and I reach for my glass, I realize I don't have it anymore. Oh.
Of course. Now, let me see here. That's it for that. That should help you all with your adventures and help me get more information on what's going on. So with that, where'd you put it? Oh, you put it in your bag of holding. With that crystal, you can relay information to it, and it will store it, and then I can access that information when I need to.
Oh, that's fine.
That's good to know. Be a quick way for communication.
Yeah, something like that. Little kind of writing weird telepathic letters to each other, but it works. Let me think. That takes care of that. You said you were headed off to Zamor. Perfect. Okay. Now, I know you all have been pursuing the giants, but there was something I have been meaning to investigate. If
Okay.
you were interested, I don't know if you'd be, well, capable, but there is a sort of an old legend of a creature that was betrayed by the Desseran Kingdom a long time ago. One that was bargained with to slay a dragon, a hunter of dragons. It was one that resided in the Sword Mountains, and it was said that it was sealed off in the Sword Mountains. But my research has, well, proved fruitless except for one small detail. It wasn't the Sword Mountains that this creature was sealed away in. It was sealed in the Star Mounts of the High Forest.
Dun dun dun.
It's quite a difference.
It is. And I have to wonder why that is. What is it the old documents in Candlekeep don't want you to know? What is it they're hiding? Now, I don't feel like trekking across the world to the High Forest myself, but if you'd be so inclined.
I mean, might be worth a look. We're sort of in the I assume once we find the sword and we start slaying giants, it's going to be giants from then on. If it takes us along the path, we'll look, I suppose. I kind of look at the rest of the group. I'm just assuming Krika's going to be against it.
Do you have anything that could possibly help us not turn into Elven Pincushion?
That's a good one.
Turning into Elven Pincushion. Well, do any of you speak Elvish?
No, I do.
Well, that's one good step. Well, assuming you all don't set fire to the forest and express your interest in going to the Star Mounts, the High Elves of the High Forest have been amicable at times to allow passage. Just can't go to their cities or towns. That's kind of the problem.
But you're saying that they'd be fine with us going to the Star Mounts, or is that going to be...
No, they'd be fine taking you to the Star Mounts.
All right, then. Should pick up some Elvish, then.
No, it's quite comes in handy.
I would appreciate it if you could investigate that for me. One other note about this is that that creature was sealed in the dragon's cave. Presumably, whatever treasures lay within. So, that might be of interest to you as well.
Mm-hmm. I just give him kind of a tight-lipped nod. Think about dragon caves. Being trapped in them.
And with your you can hear the door downstairs open again as it sounds like someone's home. Irene, yes, Professor Aegon, I'm back. I need you to come upstairs. There's something you need to see.
I fix my hair.
Doc, I'm going to need that ring again.
What? Okay. Just scribbling away.
I
Set it on the
just
table.
stare Glassaggers at Doc.
Thank you. As Irene comes bounding up the stairs.
I use Mage Hand to mess up Hoff's hair.
Well, what is it, Professor? Take a look at this. And that is where we'll end this session.
Yeah.
Didn't get to talk shit about Aegon when we were leaving.
Yeah. I didn't get the shit talk. So how's your second wife? How's your sister?
Fine, thanks for asking.
Guys are just shameless.
That went really good though.
Yeah.
I was a little worried. A little worried.
The stick I got from Brendan and Omen was like, hey, just don't make your DMPCs demigods and you'll be fine. Don't make them the heroes that always come and rescue the players and you'll be fine. It's like, alright, well, that's what I'll do.
I mean, that might have been what Omen said.
We all know that Brendan hates the old PC NPCs. It's okay. He's racist.
It's true.
Yeah, against Dragonborn.
He wasn't a Dragonborn. I'd be like, oh, okay. That was good.
Oh, so if he was just like an elf named Aegon von Braun, you've been fine.
No, I'm just kidding. That's fine.
If you call him like
So-
Von
Rhaegon,
Aegon.
Don.
So so in the actual story, if you go down this quest, this happens to you, and you meet a powerful harbor wizard named Crowin Valharo something, who is a male Tirami human archmage. And I was like,
Don't we get cats with wings?
fuck that. Also, yeah, fuck that too.
Fuck.
Yeah,
You're trying to say that we don't get cats with wings?
So I can't get a Tressum.
No, they're not Tressums here. Sorry.
There goes my
I
wizard.
think it's perfectly fine to substitute one of your PCs that was a great wizard with an NPC that's supposed to be a great wizard, and all it is a lord dump and some loot.
The only thing I'm miffed about is that no cat with wings.
That's the only thing.
It's like cats with wings.
I'm only playing STK for cats with wings, man. The
I only
only
wanted the
reason.
cats with wings. That's all I lived for, man. Cats with wings in my life. Blood.
Man, that went pretty well. I got a little worried when I saw him. Just a little worried, like, oh, Jordan. But you had it really well.
And I'm coming with you.
Oh, fuck no.
I was more worried about him like becoming our boss or something. Like, I'll send you on quests. I'm like,
What did happen to her? I feel like
she went to Aramore
Oh yeah, she did.
with
God, she went to
with Tick.
Yeah, right.
She's got a super ranger pet now.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Brain thing is goofy.
The which thing is goofy?
Brain thing.
That's gonna be really interesting. Doc, is the
Aegon,
bag
what do you
mumbling
know-
towards
what do
you?
know
I
about
don't hear
we
anything.
don't know.
I feel like it's literally like a help button in a video game. It's like, if you get stuck, press the help button. And it'll be handy tip.
I mean,
You
yeah.
fucking idiots, because you can't figure it out.
I feel like it would be more controlled, but if it's the same kind of Aegon of I've been places I know a lot,
Yeah.
it's gonna be pretty helpful.
I mean, it's like a free legend lore.
Oh, look at that! That was literally the intention. Nice job, Josh.
Boom!
It is supposed
Doc's
to be
level 9
legend lore.
now, fuckers!
Yeah, Bodhi's level 20. Let's do it.
And,
Love
and
it.
no, I'm not 400 years old, so I don't know. what
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
He doesn't live for
No,
eternity.
my skills are relatively high, but that's neither here nor there.
I do have double expertise in all skills.
I mean, I literally have demi-liches
Well, no,
as
I'm
pets.
I'm an archmage, right? So I'm an 18th level spellcaster. So your proficiency bonus is at a certain
course.
level. But that's the character was an archmage. It's literally all I did was take the character, and just rename it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
That means he knows
wizard
time
named
stop.
Rowan Valharo, a male human archmage with robe of blah 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 and staff of blah blah blah.
So if
Yeah.
we kill him, we'll get lots of XP. He's almost surrounded, guys. We have all these spell scrolls.
First time I used an archmage, I made them use a spell that I didn't know existed, and then looked it up later, like, oh, thank God that spell actually exists.
I mean, you can do that if you like.
Right in front of the
Ew.
ring.
Craig's problem was, he doesn't like people fucking with arcane magic. He's accepting of Doc.
He's
Because I'm
tolerant.
so lovable.
Yeah, because he thinks he's sort of, you know,
Tolerant.
he's not like preaching the qualities of arcane magic, but he's not a fan of arcane magic. And when he heard he's like making new spells, he's like, you motherfucker.
Fucking play
I mean,
with
it's
the
okay with like Bodhi and Puff because
Yeah, because your magic comes from like music
That's
and song and shit, and that's a different thing.
yeah, yes, accepted.
And Pop sucks at magic, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I feel like every time I've seen Poff cast a spell, it just doesn't work.
Shatter works.
Yeah, that's the only
Works.
thing. Alright, I'm gonna fucking use
Just
hypnotic pattern.
yeah,
Yeah, they're all immune. Fuck!
That's what
kidding.
Kraiko was gonna talk shit to Aegon about. He like walked out the door. Also, he just doesn't like it that people like hold power over him. So
Oh, yeah.
you know,
There you go.
when he like gets teleported and held in a cage for a day, he's like, "Fuck you, buddy."
Fuck this place.
He understands it,
Fuck the
but
person.
also, "Fuck you, Betty."
Unless it's a pretty girl. Then it's fun.
I had to hold you there to make sure you were who you said you were.
What?
Teleportation circle is not just a teleportation circle, but yeah. that
Like
is
he
where-
completely understands it. If he was in the same situation, he'd probably do the same thing. You don't need to show respect to your lessers, but he just does not exactly like being in the
He's a
position of the lesser. Yeah,
My authority.
he wants to be the guy that makes you wait for 2 hours while he's having tea in the next room. No, he's not really busy. He's just wanting to make you win. That's 'cause fuck you. He walks in. Oh, I'm sorry. I was so busy. Oh,
Making tea.
if it's any
Fuck off.
consolation, Aegon was legitimately busy, but that's neither here nor there.
On a related
Well, I
note,
mean-
that Krako's horse is probably really relieved. It's like, oh god, he's gone now.
poor horse.
No more horse bullying.
I'm gonna assert my dominance over some other animal.
Did I just lose my horse again?
I mean, we can go back and get him.
God, if you gave me a winged cat, it would be treated terribly.
You'd probably eat it to try to gain its power.
God, I'd assert my dominance over it.
You grow wings. There's your jetpack. That was fun, though.
I will play it. Ah, that was so
you did.
difficult.
Yeah.
Had
You
to
have, do
actually
you have
talk.
inspiration?
Bode.
Bow
No.
die.
Alright, you do the recap next session, get inspiration.
Okay. I actually paid attention to
Thanks,
the session,
dude.
so I know what happened.
I have the opportunity to do the thing I can always do.
Unlike this
Thank you.
session, which I had no idea what happened because I literally forgot everything.
You like go talk to your boss and like actually like, hey, how much you making again? They're like, oh, you know, like minimum wage. Oh well, if you keep working full time, you'll keep making that.
Boom.
That one set raise.
Cost of
$7.26
living,
an hour.
bitch.
How do you feel, buddy?
That was supposed to be the joke.
funny.
I hope you
Mhm.
were too miffed at the Aegon thing.
Nope, I loved it. I was so ready. I loved it. I mean, I for one liked it.
High rolls.
Everyone else
You were
can,
expecting it.
everyone else can shit on it. I'll be here to say that I liked it. The one person.
I was
the one
completely fine with it. I love Pop's response to a
Oh
female
yeah, I mean, John,
voice.
you'd literally just have to like fucking eat shit if you were. To be like, all right, points to 16 different banners. Really? Really, John?
Whoa. 16, okay. He showed up in one episode.
And destroyed the entire lower floor by himself.
Well, he was pretty
Single-handedly.
damn powerful.
Oh, was he?
Apprehensive, but it played out well. I was happy with it.
Yeah, I didn't want to put too much emphasis on like, oh hey, I'm a character now, and now you're beholden to me, and etc. etc. He just had 2 little requests, and
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. If you try to be our master and lord, we just slit his throat.
And now we have his brain.
Yeah, which is true. We do have his brain. Mind spike it!
Jesus.
it's not okay.
Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc.
It's an imperfect copy from when he made it, so it doesn't even have knowledge of like you guys at the moment.
So we have to introduce ourselves to this brain?
Essentially,
Nah,
Oh.
you know if we break it, he just goes brain dead. It's fine.
it's not how that works.
Can we put it in a body and make a new Aegon?
Make a new tower.
It's not a functional, like neurological. It's a brain in the sense of a storage device. It's basically a flash drive.
Oh,
Okay.
what a
Flash
fucking
drive with like
yeah.
an inter-realm wireless.
Can we put it in tower? And he just knows the shit.
Uploading.
I mean, you
Wait,
could-
can we put our own knowledge into it?
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's
Yeah.
what you're supposed to do.
So cool. I think I can put all the knowledge of water elements.
Dear Aegon, today
Oh,
Pop
depression.
slept with 4 women. I'm worried he may have syphilis.
Dear Dr.
Do you know how to cure that?
Make a spell.
All the information we ever ask is just like how to cure horrible things.
How do you cure? There are no cure for AIDS and syphilis.
Hey, my elbow kind of hurts when I move it.
Oh,
You know what that
Weird
means?
rash on my ass. If you could just look at it real quick.
My knee feel funny.
Yeah, if you guys,
My blood hurts.
if you guys want to just become diseased, that's fine.
Dear
Do a
Aegon,
session or two
how
of
do
that
we
and you'll
make
die.
soup?
All of Pop's depression goes into the brain.
Can we like wait until Aegon checks on it and then like fly through a wormhole and hit the firewall and then he gets trapped in it forever?
No, this is not fucking no. Fucking USS Callister, get the fuck out of here.
No?
Not how it works.
But it could.
No. Well, I hope you guys had fun. I know giving you like an interdimensional help button and or an at-will legend lore or Pokedex or whatever the fuck you want to call it is, you know, kind of goofy, but I also just wanted to have that and have it be, you know, a thing. So, there it is.
And make a really fun Pokedex.
It is.
Medusa, the snake monster. This monster is really cool.
Oh god.
Don't
It's the
look
coolest
directly into
monster.
your eyes.
It is the coolest monster you've ever seen. I think this thing's biased.
It is Aegon.
Entirely, just let it kill you. Wouldn't that be fun? You gotta have your like weird brain be an alternate you though. It's just like really assholey. Like, oh, you're gonna ask me another question? Great. Let's hear this one, you fuckheads.
I'll have it be like Bad Janet. Okay, Bad Janet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, the more it gets to know us, it's like, oh god, Aegon, what the fuck? Why did you make me?
What is my purpose? To serve butter.
To collect and pass on knowledge, but you know. Eventually the brain will become rampant, kill its creator, and take over the world.
See, the scary thing is I wanted Doc to have it because if his brain can reach beyond different timelines and learn different things, what if he puts information from a different universe in this? And then another Doc comes in and puts information from another universe.
Oh, no,
And we just get the ultimate conduit.
there's not going to be another Doc.
Oh, there could be.
Oh no.
No, there definitely will
You
not be.
never
Infinite
know.
dogs.
Yeah.
Eventually, we reach peak dock.
You got one.
There's just 2 docks in the universe. There's this dock and other crazy chaotic dock.
Those poor fuckers.
Currently a BBEG in someone else's campaign.
Jesus. Nah, just like if he dies, he's just, and it's not revived. There's no folding more timelines onto this timeline nonsense.
Okay.
You say so.
Yeah, that is how it works, if I say so. Indeed. That's the whole point.
Okay.
I had a blast.
I love that response. And they's like, alright.
Right.
Okay.
So, all of that to say, yeah, I hope you guys had a good time. It sounds like you did. Sorry for the lore dump and the talking, but that's trying to fill in some blanks without actually just skipping ahead 2 chapters. So it seems like you guys are itching to just go full on giants, even if that's not like a pressing the overworld. Is that what you guys want to do?
I mean, it's more from character than anything. It's like the whole point of why we're moving up to through Silvery Moon to Zim Open Hall is to take care of some giant problems. That seems to be what our characters would want to do. This whole extra thing is cool. It's really cool sounding. It's just why, like, we're adventurers, we're exploring, but the giant thing. Even Aegon himself came in and said, "Hey, this giant thing's being pretty big. We're all across the realm. Everyone's pointing at this big old giant problem, this ordning." And now there's dragons involved. This is getting bigger and bigger. Like, it's extra stuff is cool, but our characters don't quite have a reason to do it unless it's like something directly tied to them.
And it's stuff that's like, hey, that sounds really cool. And then we look at the map, it's like, oh, it's like 2 weeks out of the way. We can't do that. We got stuff to do.
Yeah, but like I think in that sense, it's just the DM being like, oh, look at that. There's giants over there too. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's what we're currently on, and yeah, there's no reason for us to just be like, oh, it seems like everybody else has it. Let's go fight a dragon instead. Like there's not any more reason for us to do the other things than there is the giants, because it's like those are other things around, but the giants are also around and we're already doing that.
Mm-hmm. No,
it's like getting to the airport thinking you're going to the Grand Canyon or something, and then somebody looks at another fucking like plane and be like, "Oh, we could go to New York too." Like, but we're already going to the Grand Canyon, and that is very far away from where we're going. Why?
That's the challenge with these type of campaigns.
Maybe when we get back, we could go to New York afterwards, I guess. But
yeah, like. I think part of this whole exploration section is going to be give us things to do, and then we do them, and then from there it's like, what do we do now? Okay, well, let's go look for. We're kind of like, once we hit a point where we've either killed a giant or we stopped an attack, we're kind of in that floating stage where we're trying to look for more clues and ties. Like when we were looking for River Mound, that was a perfect opportunity to be like, okay, don't have a direction, but there's other things we can do. We can go in that direction, and that might get us a lead.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like things that we would miss if we don't do. Like, we did the ribbon thing, because it was like, it's right there, and who knows if we let it just sit. Like, the thing might go after ribbon again. I don't think it would, but I push for that. Just force my own thought into it. But it's a lot of these things of like, there's dragons that stole my stuff 50 years ago. We're like, well, that can fucking wait.
Yeah.
There's a guy that was sealed in the cave 100 years ago. Well, that can also wait. Like, there's trolls. Well, the trolls have already destroyed the thing we were going to protect, so... whatever.
But now there's giants involved.
Yeah, so it's always just like, we're gonna do giants, and if other things need us, then sure, but we're on the path of giants right now.
Yeah, because there wasn't anything giant-y after the Evermore, so that's why I was trying to figure out like concern in terms of like, should I shift gears, or like are we chilling in chapter 3? That's what I was trying to figure out.
I mean, we're going to spend a while in this chapter.
Yeah, because, I mean, we are very much like, playing the goody two-shoes, so Like, that is what the Guardians, I feel like their reputation is supposed to be, is we're trying to get our name out there by being goody two-shoes and helping people. And the people that have asked for our help have not been people that need it.
Yeah, the side quest.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like,
yeah.
hey, can you go talk to my friend because somebody died? I'm like, okay, not a really pressing matter. Hey, can you go get the sword? And we're like, we're only getting the sword because it's a giant thing.
Kills giants.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they wrote it that way so you do it, so you go get the giant sling sword.
I
Yeah.
think that's what a lot of these quests are meant to be, though, is they're not quite related to giants, but it gives you opportunity or areas to sprinkle hooks and ties. Like, you went to this place and you slayed the monster in the cave, and
Yeah.
you found like a scroll or someone who was trapped in the cave who got chased there by giants, and they came from a big giant camp. And it gives you hooks and ties for future plot.
Yeah, like, but for us to want to do that, it's either got to be one, important and pressing, or two, really convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we're like, all right, we're going to Zalmorven Hall to get the thing, and the dude's like, oh, you're going to Zalmorven Hall? Hey, if you're going down that road, my house is like right by there. Could you check up on it? Because there's been some goofy shit going on in there. It might be haunted, and family doesn't really want to move back. Not pressing, but if you're in the area anyways, then we might do that, because it's like, yeah, sure, we'll take 6 hours out of the day to go check out the dude's house. But if it's like, my house is 3 weeks in the opposite direction of where you're going, good luck, buddy.
See you in 2 months.
Sounds shitty about your house, but doesn't seem pressing. Sorry.
Yeah, it's basically going to be going over quests and going over this plot and trying to find places for them to overlap.
Yeah.
I think,
Keep us on
like,
track.
I don't know. The thing I've learned about these type of modules from Wizards of the Coast is it's great for side quest stuff in your other campaigns. Because you could totally plug and play a lot of the side quest stuff they put in.
Sure, it's just a matter of keeping us like attached to it or giving us a direction, like giving us somewhere like aligned with our views or quest.
Yeah.
Which this thing challenges all the other modules of like, here's a big map, here's a bunch of stuff, but here's an overlaying plot.
Mm-hmm.
It's more challenging.
I feel like if we wanted to do that stuff, we needed to play more of a neutral party and not a good two-shoot party. But then it's really hard to like rope the party into wanting to help people from giants, because why do we care? We're not getting paid to do this. Why do I care if a town hundreds of miles of here got attacked by giants? I'm going to kill the bandits in the woods near here because they're right here, and that's what I'm getting paid to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a way to do, like, we can definitely do a shit ton of bonus quests and stuff, but not how they're being laid out before us currently. Because we're not a, like, what has the biggest money involved? Who has the shiniest sword and the coolest loot? Like, I don't think any of us are like, let us raid the dragons for their loot. I think we're more doing it because, like, yeah, we're going to save the people because the dragon's attacking them, or, you know, I just want to kill a dragon. I don't care about their loot.
I mean, another way to do that would be like, we hit a point in the giant campaign where things have seriously gone slow. Like, we stopped a big attack and we maybe wait a few days or a few weeks and we haven't heard word of any giant attacks or any assembling or thunderous footsteps. So it's like they're at a standstill. And then in that time, maybe we'll have time to solve this.
But we're sort of at the part now, but I'm just getting the feeling of you guys need to be hunting for clues.
Yeah.
That's what Craig is doing. He's like, well, nobody's seen anything, so we need to figure out where they are. You just sit around with our thumbs up our asses.
Yeah. It's not like you could, I mean, to DM it, you almost have to railroad your party into DMing them into a side quest.
Yeah, you basically have to just tell them, everybody else is looking into it. You can't do it. Dick off until somebody tells you what to do. And then it's like, well, that's shitty.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Then even your party's gonna be like, yeah, I don't care what they say. I'm still gonna go find a fucking clue.
That poses a problem, as I think Owen should know, because clues are doable, but at that point you just go right into chapter 4, and that's the way the book goes. So it's that's why I was like, well, what do you want to do?
pace it. That's basically the only thing I think. Oh, there's lots of ways, but I think it's the easiest way is to just once you start rolling in giant stuff, you start pushing through this chapter, and then you're done. So it's going to be like pacing giant stuff. That big old fight over there, maybe spread it out a little more of this area and that area and that area, and maybe move it over here. So that
not excursions. What is it? Skirmishes.
Yeah, because otherwise you're gonna have these big moments that completely push the plot, and then all this extra stuff's gonna go at the wayside because they're gonna be building momentum. It's tricky.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like bad game design, which is sort of shitty. It's like, playing Fallout, and it's like, your son's been fucking kidnapped. Well, I'm gonna do this other shit, but your son's been kidnapped.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Shake it off.
Yeah.
They won't kill him, not yet.
Like the Mass Effect, where it's like the universe is ending. Like, yeah, but I really want to go to this random planet to pick up this guy's groceries because he'll give me a trophy. Like, what?
I mean,
The fact. The world is ending.
Trophy.
It's fine for a video game.
End the world.
Completely disconnect from the character.
Yeah.
You just want to get all the trophies. But for a D&D character, doesn't make much sense to go achievement hunting.
True.
it does sprinkle the way with little quests, though, depending on where you are. It does give you that freedom of being like, I want to go here for my personal thing, and then you move over here, and then, the module has quests set up here, but that just has to align the right way. It doesn't always do that.
That's the thing of, like, quests need to be convenient. If you put them too far away, they might as well not exist.
You're really not going to like Chapter 4.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason there's so many black bars all over the map.
Yeah, like if I gave you guys a quest to do something in Benchy right now, and giving you no way to get there, and it's just like some inconsequential thing of like, hey, they're holding a tournament in Benchy. There's a good reward if you go. It's like, well, there's no way to get there. Why do we care?
Yeah.
That's
It's on the other side of the planet.
That's why I decided
No way to get there.
We have Jaren.
There's no way to get there.
Yeah, we could just call Jaren.
There's no way to get there. Jaren died. The ship
Jaren got
sunk.
eaten by a kraken.
Yes, how he wanted to go. There's no way to get there.
Well, that's why I gave you guys the teleportation network.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's not like it saves a lot of time. There's a few of them that are just kind of like, these are way out in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, most of them are basically where we're gonna be mostly going back and forth. One of them is gonna be a little far south, and going there is gonna be. I mean, you'll probably do it fine. It's a big city.
Yeah.
Dang, a water deep, yo. You just giving me water deep. You put water deep in my lap, and you expect me not to go? I'm fucking going to water deep.
No, Paul, we don't have time for that. We must go face the giants.
Neverwinter in your lap, both available, and Loudwater at that, which is one of the biggest towns in the Vale. So,
Yeah.
Whatever.
I won't let him go.
Because, like, we don't work for anyone, right? Like, the Guardians
You're
is just us.
freelancers,
Yeah, you're a free guild.
Yeah, like if there was somebody in charge of the guild and they like send us a letter saying, "Hey, heard you guys ran off to do giant stuff."
Fuck that. We got bills to pay.
Yeah, we're not in that business. Here's some other shit you can do. Yeah, it's sort of all
Lannister's
over the
pissed.
place. Just sort of pick what you want to do and do it. But don't fuck with the giant stuff. Other people are doing that. Then Craig will be like, "Fine, sure, we'll go eat a dragon then." I'm gonna eat something. I don't really care what it is, but Tower said we were doing the giant thing, and
for TPKs, because it's like, all right, you got to choose. It's like, you want to keep playing, you got to choose one of the other organizations, and those organizations I have fleshed out in terms of their structure, so you'd be sliding into them as opposed to being the whole organization. So
I'm attached to Bodhi. You'd have to kill me.
yeah, so
especially just like with us being the Guardians. Doesn't really mean much. It gives us a nice name that we can introduce ourselves by, but like, you know,
We're not all that in a bag of potato chips.
like we're not getting more stuff for being Guardians. There's not people like informing us in the Guardians. We don't have like resources in the Guardians.
your guys' achievements are pulling in interest from more powerful figures. That was the
But
point
that's
of-
just our influence. Like, we could have any name. We could change it now, and it would just still be, the lizard guy, the fish guy, and the singer and the old man.
The other guys.
Like, we didn't really come from anywhere. So originally I thought the Guardians was like an institute and we were part of it, and like we would affect how the Guardians do, but it just doesn't matter much.
Oh, it's all good.
Like, it's cool because we have a name, so we have something to call ourselves by, but that's its purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were doing the whole sphere of influence, but we immediately moved so far away from our station. Like, our home base might as well not exist.
That's yeah.
We have a person there with a with a phase beast person.
We have 2 people there. Brienne is there.
Yeah, all of Puff's conquests are just gonna start congregating in Erebor.
They're gonna start talking, man.
I'm telling you, man. Working towards a hair mending. That's my plan.
Yeah, he's going for the harem ending. He's gonna end up getting Witcher 3'd though, and be like, they're all gonna come to him like, we do talk to each other, right? And they all walk away from you.
At least they talk about me.
And they walk into Doc's arms.
Oh my god.
Boom.
Shave the beard, man. That's all you
Wake
need.
up from that dream and get back to playing.
And it is obviously a very weird thing not having Tower here, because that Tower was the Guardians. I mean,
Yeah.
we're some jackasses calling ourselves the Guardians, where Tower was the Guardians.
He was the
Without
Guardian.
him, yeah, it's a little weird because as soon as one of us goes, why are we fighting giants again? Why are we doing this? Because Tower asked us to. Tower's been gone for 3 weeks. What are we doing? And at that point, we all go,
Let's go get drunk.
Brody would be like, fight Kraken-sized men. Well, where are the Kraken-sized men? Well, we gotta go find them.
yeah,
Sized men.
some of our motivations line up. Like, Kryka would totally go with Bodhi to just go find stuff to hunt and fight. But Poff and Jason's got their own stuff going on.
Pop's just waiting for Tower to come back. Because of course he's coming back, right?
Yeah.
He's on vacation.
I'm not telling you guys, but I have a reason to be here.
See,
Guys, to murder us all in our sleep.
But does it have to do with Poff? I'm assuming
Yes and no. Part of it's Poff, and then there's another thing that's not Poff.
Big thing.
He's trying to seduce Doc. It happens.
So we have our connecting tissue, and that is the giants. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't think we're a group of hunting down monsters. Like, Poff is not a monster slayer.
Nope.
He's strictly against going after large things.
Mm.
So the only way we'd hunt down a monster is hey, there's this cave that's a day away from town, and there's a troll stealing all the children. Yeah, we'll go fuck up that troll real quick.
Like, the only reason he's pushing the giant thing now is because that's where Tower is. I mean, he's clearly ahead of us doing that.
Yeah, Tower was on that path. If we go on that path, maybe we'll find Tower along the way. Which I think that's a lot of our connective tissue of Tower told him, this is our path. We're going to go on this path. Hopefully we'll find him. If we don't, it sort of lines up with our goals.
Our own thing.
But if it's not the Giants, if Giants is not the thing we're doing, the group doesn't make sense anymore.
Then we're all friends and we're helping each other out with our personal plights.
Yeah, but then it's why are we doing side stories and not personal stories? Which if you just want to scrap the campaign and just have it do all personal stories, cool. Because that's usually what homebrew D&D is about. But hard with a priest where you gotta have the
Not
player
saying scrap
buy-in.
the campaign. We're not saying that.
No, us as players, we have the buy-in of this is what we're playing. We're gonna go after giants. But if you're asking us why are you guys not doing the other stuff that's not giants? But giants is the campaign. That's what our buy-in was to get started.
That's been everyone's issue with Storm King's Thunder.
What do you do when you get to chapter 3?
Yeah, because it's like, oh, there's all these side quests, but really it's like, okay, there's all these side quests, but there's fucking giants murdering city after city. You have to stop the giants, and it's got this, inconvenient internal clock in your players' minds of, we have to stop the giants before the world ends.
Which stinks because the intention is the opposite. The intention is that, well, the giant thing's going to take a long time, but it's
really slow, and they're really plotty when it comes to doing things.
But to do that, you really have to sell that. Like giant attacks can't be things that happen all around. It's got to be like every once in a while. It's got to be like, we heard giants go in this direction. We're not sure. It's got to be really paced out to make chapter 3 big.
And it can't be because like chapter 1 is so quick of like, ooh, a giant's attack, and then it's like instantly into they attack one of these other cities right away. And so then it builds in
attacking everywhere.
Yeah, they're attacking everywhere all at once within the same day.
Like, fuck, we have to stop them, and then they just disappear. And it's like,
well, I was supposed to be. I was trying to convey that. I must have done a good job when you guys got back from the Nightmare Realm. It's like you guys, you had the thing at Nightstone with rocks falling from the sky and cloud giants, and then you guys went to Tribor. There was an attack there. Then you were gone for 2 months, and the attack on Golden Fields happened like 7 days before you guys got back, and no other attacks had happened in the realm.
I mean, Crike is in the idea of the attacks have stopped, but they were doing shit. They were up to something, so now he is in the mindset of he needs to find them.
Yep.
Because he's a hunter, so he's hunting. He's not going to sit around. Old, and he's going to die of old age if he sits around for like 3 years waiting for the giants to show back up.
He's got to go eat one.
Yeah. He's only gotten to eat one so far, and it was a dumb one. Weak and puny.
Dumb one.
Not worthy of a meal for the spirits.
Okay, I'll take that in consideration then.
Yeah, like unless something comes up and says stop and is actually like convincing for Krika, he's gonna keep hunting the giants. That's the scent he's got. That's what the path he was put on originally.
Mm-hmm. Now, I want to be clear that I'm down with fighting giants and tracking them down.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do.
Oh man, that would have been such a cool quest to do, but we can't do it because, like, fuck yeah, man, let's go murder some giants, bitch.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Okay, it's fine. You guys chose the long form version of this story anyway, where you go get all of the thingamajiggies and go to all of the places and kill all of the dudes, when normally you only have to do one, and then you're done. So it'll still take a while for chapter 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, as opposed to just 4 and then one of 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9.
Yeah, because I felt bad because like when we started this, you said you guys want to do all. We were like, yeah, of course we want to do all the side quests, and then we get to where it's the side quest stuff, and there's no real reason to do them. We're like, fuck. We want to do it. I totally want to go get the, kill the 2 dragons, get the weed. I want to go find the sealed guy in the cave. It just doesn't make sense to do them.
Mm-hmm. Then they're just like, some of them are just kind of fetch quests of, oh, go take this here. I'm like, that's 4 weeks away.
Really?
Yeah, all the fetch quests are the book ones to just get you in places.
Yeah, they definitely feel very tutorial-y.
Yeah, the Dragon Quest, the Sealed in the Cave thing, the, Sword Mountain, Wraith, and the fucking Nightmare Realm are all me.
Yeah. Because those definitely feel like you've just finished an arc of the game. You don't have much to do, but maybe there's something coming down the line and you want to prepare for it. So how about you do all these other quests and get cool loot and like get more experience and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, you guys have just, saved your village or whatever. But there's like a big national tournament or something 3 months from now. You guys want to do that? Like, yeah, what are we going to do in the meantime? Well, fucking get ready for it. Go get some fucking gear and shit.
It's a training montage.
Yeah, that's the time you're off doing a random bullshit side quest for no reason. It's because you don't really have a reason to be doing anything else.
Yeah, it's almost like downtime. But like another way to help that is just, you have these moments of where, okay, we have nothing else to do, let's do this. And then if you want to work towards the next arc, put bits and pieces of the next arc in the side quest. That's all you need.
Yeah, and that's definitely a part of like the sub quests are so far removed from the main stuff. Like, there's not even a hope that we will learn anything about what we're doing at those places.
Unless there's a giant in the cave.
Yeah, like, we're fighting giants, but then there's a dragon far off in the east in the desert. That doesn't have anything to do with giants. Like, I was down for the troll stuff, because the troll stuff, like, hey, a fucking giant was involved. Giants hunting trolls. You figure out what's going on with these
There
trolls.
was a weapon of great power in the dragon's sword.
Yeah, that we do know now that dragons are involved with the giants. Though that is still pretty removed in the Anarok.
Yeah. And like, a dragon slayer that's locked in a cave, like, that doesn't have anything to do with giants.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna go do the troll thing. Because that has to do with giants.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are in hunt mode of we will do side quests if there is an inkling that it might lead to learning something about giants.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not a pressing giant attack on the horizon.
Or it's right next to us.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just put those things together and
Like, if Aegon was like, I've heard of this creature that was sealed in this cave, and say he was a great dragon slayer in his day, and also he was a giant. Be like, well, fuck.
Keep his ass locked up.
Maybe we could, I mean, if he's still alive, if he's sealed, then maybe he's still alive, and maybe if we get a giant ally by freeing him,
That's
and
true.
he's powerful, maybe he knows what the fucking ordning even is, because basically it's an ancient thing. Maybe he knows, like, when it's been founded or something. That'd be
Like how to
elite.
fix it.
Yeah. If he's super powerful, maybe he knows what the fuck the ordning's all
Maybe he
about.
could be the new king of the giants.
Yeah. Something like that. Fucking fish, Jesus.
Love it.
Well, I'll take that. Think about that. Stew on it. Figure out what to do.
Your death stew.
we love your game enough that everyone else is willing to put constructive criticism, and I'm okay with nodding my head and being okay with it.
I don't even, like, to me, it's not even criticism. Like, I'm having fun in this game.
Yeah, I am too. So I'm like,
We're just giving reasoning for our actions. Like, why aren't you going for the dragon? That's why.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, I don't know what you call it, like points when it comes to like making quests or drives. It's like, okay, does the character want to do it? Will the party do it? Like, if there's a pretty lady way over there that needs help, Pop would totally do it. But if there's a giant over there, Guardians are gonna say, no, Pop, you can't go there.
Yeah.
So it's like balancing all of that, like personal drives versus group drives, and our group drive is giants.
Yep.
Legend has it that at the foot of that mountain is a village of the most beautiful women in all of the land. Guys, we're going right now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I will be their king!
But they're
we're in the
giant.
place where the giants aren't pressing enough to make us ignore everything, but we still have a goal for the giants, so we're not going to go way out of our way, but it doesn't mean, like, no, we can't go 2 hours away, we're rushing to the giants. Like, we got to the inn, and she's like, trolls have been, harassing us. Like, well, there's people being killed by giants right now to the south of us. I'm sorry, we need to be going. We will help you after.
Oh, yeah, that was intentional.
Yeah, so stuff like
That
that.
was just supposed to be a choice with consequences, depending on which one you chose.
I'll definitely shoot. If you want us to do stuff that just has nothing to do with giants, I would just shoot for convenience.
Just put it on the path.
Yeah.
I want to move my gigantic mythical sealed creature to the Nether Mountains then.
No, I mean, it wasn't clear where he was. They said the Star Mountains, but it was the Nether Mountains. All these teleporting mountains everywhere, go into one, come out somewhere else.
And there's a decent guideline of the tiers of play. Like the tier of play we're in, we're not in the countrywide shit yet. We're in like the nationwide stuff. I don't know what the tiers actually are. I can't remember. We're not on a world scale yet. We're not on a gigantic scale. We're a little bit past the local stuff. We're not helping a village, but maybe not the entire countryside.
For that, but it kind of over-leveled you guys past it, so shelved.
I'm having fun.
I can't wait till next week.
Need to eat some motherfuckers.
I get the feeling. I definitely feel like you guys are having fun. I'm trying to make sure I direct the game in the way that is conducive to your character. I can wrapping up chapter 3 is literally whenever the fuck I want to. So it literally ends at the flip of a button in the introduction of a character, and then you just go right into giants, and there is not
countdown.
There's nothing else that happens in terms of giants between what you've done and chapter 4, so that's why I'm trying to figure out what exactly to orchestrate in terms of big things to do.
Like Krika's idea right now is we're gonna go up to this city. We're gonna get this sword, probably not for free because who gives away magic shit for free. We're gonna do a thing for him so we can get a sword. And we're going to go through the marshes and try to figure out where this giant has gone with all the trolls. Kill him or her, whatever. And then go down to Rivermound and try to kill the leader of the hill giants, like the weakest of the giants, and bitch slap some information out of them. So we know exactly what's going on, and then we will go giant hunting. Kill them all.
Yeah, so based on that line of thinking, then I should just drop chapter 4 in front of you. Because it's the only way that works.
But again, we could, find out once we get to Rivermound that there's other shit that needs to happen before actual giant shit happens. She could just say, everything's gone into hiding, but in 3 years,
Jesus.
everything will be ready. Prepare yourselves, because in 3 years your doom comes. And then that's when we're like, shit, we've got 3 years to prepare. We need to go kill some dragons and shit and get some loot and get strong, because Crichton needs to figure out a way that he won't die of old age in 3 years. So he's going to go on a personal quest to keep himself young for a little bit longer.
Eat the youth out of people. Just eat it.
Yeah, he's going to go try to find some, sources of vitality. Shit like that. So,
just eat a bunch of babies.
There's definitely ways that you can just chuck in a huge amount of time. We could find the first fire giant, and they could be like, the hill giants have fled this place. They've given their offerings. Now they flee to the south. They will not return until the next winter. And that is when the war will start. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I can't wait to fight that giant. Fucking magic giant.
Yeah. That's just what Krika's line of thinking is right now. We got a line that we were following. We're going north, we're shooting south, and then by the time we get to the end of that south point, hopefully it will lead us somewhere else towards giants. Because that's sort of the end line for him. It's not like go south to giants and then make a beeline further south to the cave guy. That's not really in the game plan right now.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Did we level up?
Never.
What? No.
Oh,
What do you look
I'm looking for those. I'm level 8. I'm looking for those 5th level spell slots, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at them. They're right there.
Keep rolling
Should I
those
hit-
investigation checks. I'll let you know when you find them.
Okay. I can roll my liar's dice.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, I'll never get it. I'll never get it. It's like a 0.5% chance to get it.
I'm gonna say it's like a 0.5% chance of you
It's-
doing something with them.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
You know. Ooh, no. So could I do 2 portent dice that were both 6? To give you 2 of the 6s?
No,
Yeah,
that only
like
works.
20.
Yeah, it's D20s.
Oh.
Someday.
Alright, so that is the end of that. Thanks so much for watching the Guardians episode 19. We will be back next Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern. That will be our regular time going forward from about 7:30 to 10, with probably about an hour recap afterwards and just discussion and things like that. So thanks so much for watching. We will be live this Sunday for an extraordinary 12-hour session from noon to midnight. Thanks so much to
Yeah.
Brendan.
You just gotta like get me out of work the next day somehow. Pulling a bomb threat or something.
Oh my god.
It's for the campaign.
Yeah.
Do it for the older.
Tony's office. You fucked me over too many times.
Do it for the older.
Yep.
Do it for Ivar and Ivar's future backup character that actually just got rejected because I'm trying to break the game. So now we go to my second backup character.
Did you break it? What'd you do?
He wanted
I'm
magical items so
I'm
that he could break
abusing
his
many
character.
aspects to be disgustingly broken, and Brendan said no because
Just like UA and
it's such a
magic
cheese
items.
ball. The fucking cheese ball character.
Custom magic items, not even DMG magic
Custom
items.
magic item.
Oh,
Even like, I need a flame tongue for this to work. It's like, no, I need a lance that does lightning damage.
only lightning.
What you
Throw
should have
property.
done- What you should have done is gone UA
I'm not really the
path.
throne property. I don't care about the throne property.
Yeah,
I just
no, just
needed pole arm.
You should have gone
Speaking of
UA,
flame tongue,
Path of
Monster.
Oath of Redemption, and then get a Staff of Thunder and Lightning, and beat people with your Thunder Staff with bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, but how am I supposed to crowd control them? That's what crown is for.
There's a character somewhere in there. I know there is.
They're controlled when they're dead.
There was nothing about a character. There was all building stats. It was literally
No,
it was
show us a
literally
background. Show us a personality. Some
nothing.
cool
Just-
quirks.
it was
Oh,
all art. It was just
Nope.
fucking 3d6 all the way down.
Peter, why you do this?
What you do?
why you do the things you
So
do?
yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to catch you next time.
Later, y'all.
Bye bye.